Good afternoon, everyone. We didn't have an open because we're already going behind the gate. Doug got them out nice and quick for us because we have no track lights. So I hope we're not going to run into a Lebanon issue because we've got 16 races to bring you today and 16 more tomorrow. So you're joining myself, Ashley Daly, beside me for the first time this year. Just beside me. You've been on already this year. I've got Sam Mayhew, and behind the camera, we're just double teaming, tag teaming. How do you want to say that, Chris?
Triple team.
Triple team.
Triple threat.
So,
there's a lot of ways.
So as I said, though, the gate's moving already. So apologies that we didn't have an open and get to talk very much, but we'll have plenty of time with 16 races. Race 1 is the first division of freshman Philly Pacers, $5,192. Scratch down to a field of 5. The 6 in here is a scratch if you're following along with the program. The 1, Carson Conrad, drives for Randy Smith. This is a Catch the Fire Philly. Dragons Inferno. 4 lifetime starts with 2 third-place finishes. If we look 2 back at Wilmington, unfortunately made a break and went side of pylon, but did come back to finish 3rd with broken equipment in 2:04.3.
And the 2, Dragging My Britches, driven by Ken Holliday for trainer Todd Luther, has had 4 starts this year with 3 wins that have been back-to-back and then 1 second.
The 3, Jason Beatty now for Steve Livingston. Biscuits. This is a Western Fame filly out of a foreclosure in Mare, owned by Full Tilt Farms. Last start out at Lebanon, did have another 3rd with 2:01.4. 3 lifetime starts, still looking for the first seasonal win.
And the 4, Flashful, driven by Hank Levan for Todd Luther. Greg Luther Racing as the owner, has had 3 starts this year but has not hit the board yet.
And our 5, Jeff Neisonger, trains and drives. Time is a Thief. This is one that we've been watching all season long already. She's a black summa cum laude filly out of a Western Ideal mare. I Kill Time, owned by the Keisters right here in Sidney, Ohio. 6 lifetime starts with 3 wins and 2 second-place finishes for that filly. She's already got $8,800 on her card and a lifetime mark at Wilmington in 2 minutes flat. Unfortunately, you're going to be able to see there is quite a bit of obstruction in the infield, and even, we've got poles right in our way. So we're going to do our best to pay attention and know what's going on. I say, especially going to that final turn on the backside, there's just a lot of trailers because we have so many races. We've got 16 today. I think last year day 1 only had 8, so we have doubled, and they're full fields. They're not just 2, 3, 4 horses in a field. They're all 5, 6, 7. But here they come down the stretch. 2-year-old Philly Pacers kicking us off for day 1 of 2 at the Shelby County Fair.
They were off and pacing, Dragging My Britches, steps right out to the front. Time as a Thief comes out in second. Dragons Inferno is 3rd, racing 4th. Biscuits and Yearly Trader. Flashful at the opening 8. Down the backside they go. Going to the opening quarter. Doc Holliday, Dragging My Britches, fronts the field, has it by a length. Time as a Thief takes a peek to the outside and will now duck back in and race nose to helmet as they race on over to the opening quarter. Dragons Inferno 3rd. Biscuits 4th. Flashful can see them all. Straight alignment by the opening quarter as they race around the turn. Opening quarter paced in 32 seconds. Round the turn to the 3/8. 2-year-old Bay Phillip, but Fear the Dragon. Dragging My Britches leads the way by a length. Time as a Thief right there. Second, a break of 5 to Dragons Inferno. A break of 2 to Obix and Flashful way back. Trails the field. Straight alignment. No movement as yet to come after the leader. Dragging My Britches. Time as a Thief is second. Closing the gap 3rd. Dragons Inferno coming to the outside. Biscuits 4th. Racing 5th is Flashful. Off a half in 59 4/5. Around the turn to the 5/8. Dragging My Britches. Looking for 4th of the season. Shows the way. Time as a Thief is second. Dragging My Inferno next and 3rd. Biscuits is 4th. Continue to trail the field. Flashful going to the 3/4 mark. They're all chasing Dragging My Britches. And Time as a Thief comes to the outside. Now second. Dragon Inferno up the inside is 3rd. Biscuits moves to the outside 4th, and Flashful trails the field. Midway round the turn, still there, got every call. Dragging My Britches up on the outside. Time as a Thief, scooting up the inside. Dragons Inferno at the 3/4 in 1:31 3. They're off the turn, they're on their way home. It's Dragging My Britches. Dragons Inferno trying to reel the leader in, but coming to the line. It's Dragging My Britches. Dragons Inferno second, up for 3rd. Flashful. 4th, Time as a Thief. Finishing 5th, Oh Biscuits. The mile 2:01, 4/5.
Dragging My Britches, 2:01 and 4/5. That is 4 wins in a row, all at the county fairs. For Todd Luther. Ken Holliday, winning driver. Greg Luther, winning owner. I did not catch the half-mile time. I'm not sure if I wasn't paying good enough attention there. Sometimes I actually watch the race a little too intently, and I missed the half-mile. But opening quarter went to 32. Nice back half, though. We got to the 3 quarters in 1:31 and 3. Final time 2:01 and 4. Dragging My Britches, as I said, that is 4 in a row for her. She's had 5 lifetime starts with 4 wins and just a single second place finish that came beginning of July 9th at Scioto Downs, and just a 2-year-old non-winners of 1. She's going to have plenty of miles left in her. Of course, it's always hard to adjust some of these fair track times to something like Scioto, so it's nice to see when we've got qualifiers or starts at those pari-mutuels, whether it's Northfield or Scioto, to just reference. She went 56 and a piece at Scioto for her second place.
Racing Association for $5,192, sponsored by Shelby County Highway Department. Here's the 2, Dragging My Britches. She's a 2-year-old bay filly, but Fear the Dragon out of the Yellow Mare and Ingot Mare. Soggy Britches, 4th win in 5 tries. Greg Luther Racing, Black Lick, Ohio owns. Todd Luther trains. Doc Holliday in the sulky. The mile 2:01, 4/5. It is official. Number 1, Dragon's Inferno, 2. Number 2, Dragging My Britches, the winner. The 3, Oh Biscuits, 5. 4, Flashiful, 3. 5, Time is a Thief, 4. Number 6 was scratched. The mile 2:01, 4/5. 30 and 2/5, 59 and 4, 131 and 3. Top down 215, 3-4 scratch on the bottom. Second race coming up in about 10 minutes. A field of 5. Carson Conrad will drive number 3, Twin B Malibu. Carson Conrad to 3, Twin B Malibu. Win place, Exacta and Trifecta. On the second, those windows are open. Wager early, don't be shut out.
There you go, official for race 1. I was trying to watch the tote board. We were at Marysville. I was at Marysville the last 2 evenings. Didn't have any wagering, so that's why we could roll 9 races in 2 hours and such.
Jeez.
But our tote board has not flipped, so I'm not sure what that payout is exactly going to be. But we only had $19 in the win pool. And not everything caught some money in there. So we are going to turn the page. Race 2 coming up next. Our sophomore filly pacers. We're going to age them about a year and see how fast these girls can go. Another field of 5 that we're looking for. Join us back here in just a moment. Sam and I will tell you about the field.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Headed next into race 2. What is he saying? Oh.
He's coming at you in the first turn. He's actually...
Oh. I'm not sure if our mics picked that up or not. I'm sure maybe the camera. Well, no, you're pointing the wrong other direction. We just had somebody from the infield, not a racehorse, well, a racehorse, but not warming up, not racing at the current point in time. Just get loose from the trucks and trailers. This is a very full house. Sidney does not train year-round. It definitely did at one time, but I think it's been many years since we've had full-time trainers. I might be incorrect, but I think I'm correct. It's been a long time since we've had training here at this fairgrounds, and so there's one barn that you've been able to see pick up on camera. That yellow barn coming out of the first turn is where a lot of people ship in, ship out today. Actually, usually there's a tent set up. You probably haven't. Have you been here before?
No.
Usually there's a tent set up as well with some like portable bar. I have a story about Porta Johns, but that's for another day. You might actually find it interesting. There's usually a tent set up right in front of that barn as well, and I parked over there and walked across and didn't even notice, and my eyes may be deceiving me because there is quite a lot going on, but I don't think there's a tent. Like, it's a...
I remember
You know
a
what I'm talking
big
about?
tent.
Do you actually, or are you just
No,
filling
I'm
me?
being serious. Where all those cars are parked,
Yes.
I think there was a big tent.
And so I guess there's even more. Well, one, we're doubling the amount of horses and races that we're seeing on track for day one compared to last year and previous years in general. This is a huge race card for Sidney because we're in the thick of the season. There are multiple fairs and pari-mutuels going on. So once again, having the conversation of, wow, there's a lot of horses. There are a lot of babies racing and racehorses still, you know, obviously going to the pari-mutuels and some condition races and overnight races here and there as well at the fairs. But we've got a lot of trailers parked in the middle. It's made it even harder as far as our viewing goes. And I was commenting off air when the race was going, it's like, how are they even finding that quarter pole? This track is pretty interesting. Nice wide turns compared to some of our smaller racetracks around the county fair circuits, but as you see, maybe I'm sure you guys have been able to pick it up on camera, I'm right in front of the finish line. It is finish line immediately into the first turn. There is no room for error there. It is immediately into the first turn, and quite a long stretch, which give and take, right? You're leaving the gate and going into a turn, but you've got quite a lot of ground at the stretch to hopefully make up some strides when you're trying to reach that finish line.
Jason Beatty with the one horse right here in front of the grandstand. We ask you very nicely not to go all the way around the track.
Say, Doug is also staying on them. We had the conversation at Marysville last night and this morning that they were rolling them very quickly. We're going to try to do the same here, just not near as quick as Marysville because we do have wagering here. We got to let some things happen in between. Oh, we're going to post grade actually.
$756. P&B Equipment Rentals. Number 1, Taylor's Second Dance with Jason Beatty. Number 2, Little Miss Sure Shot, Jeff Nysaunger drives. Carson Conrad, the 3, Twinbee Malibu. Number 4, Dame of Fire with Doc Holliday. And rounding out the field, the 5, Two Pair in the Air, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Win place, exacta trifecta, 4 minutes to post time.
Guess finishing my thoughts there, as you can see, we're actually post-parading without everything even completely on the track because we have no track lights here. We have to get through 16 of them by realistically 9 o'clock. We're starting on the shorter end of the year. We're losing daylight every single day. But taking a look at this field, I'm sure we're going to go behind the gate quickly once again. First division of sophomore Philly Pacers, purse of $3,756. Jason Beatty for Bobby Joe Brewer. Taylor's Second Dance. This is a dancing Yankee filly out of Taylor's Artist, a real artist mare. 2 lifetime starts, still looking to hit the board, but has made money every single start. The best finish we have came 2 back in the very first lifetime start at Wilmington. Finished 4th in 2 minutes flat. Final quarter, 29.
And the 2, Little Miss Sure Shot, driven by Jeff Nysaunger for trainer Steve Livingston, has 7 starts this year with 1 win there at Scioto Downs, and then a second this past week at Wilmington.
The 3, Carson Conrad, now up for Ryan Miller. Twinbee Malibu. This is a down by the seaside filly out of a Western Ideal mare, Paisley, Hanover. Had 10 starts last year and just cleaned the board. She hit the board as a freshman a total of 8 times. This year, she's doing just as well. 13 seasonal starts with 3 wins, 4 seconds, and 1 third-place finish. Almost $19,000 on this year's card. She's looking to go 3 in a row. 2 back at Lebanon. She went wire to win in 58-2, final quarter 31-2.
In the 4, Dame of Fire, driven and trained by Ken Holiday, owner Greg Luther Racing, has 8 starts this year with 2 wins, one being at Wilmington and the other one at Ottawa.
And the 5, starting from the far outside, Sherry Jacobs trains Alex Hawk in the bike, 2 pair in the air. This is a summa cum laude out of a Better's Delight mare. 5 seasonal starts, still looking to break the maiden. Did have a single third-place finish, and that came 2 back at Wilmington. Was actually 4th placed third, but still paced her mile in 58-4. Start before that, though, was at Scioto Downs in fillies and mares. Non-winners of 1 with a claiming tag. Ended up pacing in 56-3. Final quarter at Scioto was 29-2. We do only score 5 wide. Here at Sidney. We'll have some races later on in the program. We're having some trailers, something to keep in mind. That always kind of changes the game, especially with those trailer horses quite a bit. We are moving in behind the Mike Webkenberg starting gate. I think that is the same exact truck at Sidney this morning because they have their American flag on the hood now.
Marysville.
Shoot. Yeah.
You're close.
Anyway.
You're at
Anyway.
Sidney.
People knew what I meant, right?
Yes. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, you picked it up.
The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Dame of Fire fires right out of the gate. Taylor's second chance comes out in second. Up on the outside third, Twin Bee Malibu racing fourth. 2 pair in the air, Dame of Fire. As they head up the backside, going to the opening quarter. Down the backside they go, and up on the outside. Twin Bee Malibu has grabbed the lead. Racing second is Dame of Fire. Racing third, Taylor's second chance. Racing fourth, Little Miss Sure Shot, and trailing the field. 2 pair in the air, straight alignment as they step by the opening quarter and race around the turn. Carson Conrad, Twin Bee Malibu with the lead by a length. Second is Dame of Fire, racing third. Taylor's second chance into the lane first time. Little Miss Sure Shot, and 2 pair in the air by the opening quarter in at 30 seconds flat. Straight alignment coming to the halfway point. The leader at the half. Twin Bee Malibu by a length. Second, Dame of Fire. Third, Taylor's second chance. Racing fourth, Little Miss Sure Shot, and moving to the outside. 2 pair in the air. Now fifth and moving up. They're on to the 5/8 off a half in 59 seconds. 3/8 out. They're all chasing Twin Bee Malibu. 3-year-old Bay Phillip down by the seaside. She'll guide the fillies to the 3/4, but here comes Taylor's second chance on the outside. That brings Little Miss Sure Shot to the outside. Dame of Fire shuffled and locked in and trailing the field. 2 pair in the air. They move into the far turn on the inside. Dame of Fire. Taylor's second chance on the outside. They're stride for stride up the inside. Dame of Fire at the 3/4 mark. At the 3/4 in 1:31. Little better than 1/8 of a mile to pace with the lead. Dame of Fire. Taylor's second chance. They're coming from everywhere. They're off the turn. They're on their way home, and they're all chasing the leader. Dame of Fire and Taylor's second chance. Little Miss Sure Shot the outside. Dame of Fire battling back on the line. Twin Bee Malibu. Carson Conrad. 2:01 4/5.
Twin Bee Malibu. Ryan Miller gets his first of this card, but Ryan had 3. He had 3 right? Am I crazy? I think he had 3 winners this morning at Marysville. I have it written down somewhere here. Ryan Miller, because I photobombed one of his last winner. Yeah, Ryan Miller had 3 winners. Wow, Ryan Miller had 3 winners already this morning at Marysville. Gonna tack on one more this time, driven by Carson Conrad. I do a lot of commentating actually when I'm not coming through to you guys. And I actually I said coming out of that first turn, going into the back, backside, I was surprised that Ken let Carson go, just because I didn't think that filly would be able to be beat off the front end, and I might be right occasionally. That's 3 in a row for Twin B Malibu. 14 starts on the year and 4 wins. Jason Beatty also had a good morning this morning. He had 4 winners at Marysville.
$756. Number 3, Twin B Malibu. 3-year-old Bay Phillip down by the seaside, down to the Western Ideal mare. Paisley Hanover. She's owned by Miller Racing Stable.
Wrong.
R. Miller, Jay Banky, F. Rafanak, Ryan Miller trains. Carson Conrad in the sulky, the mile, 2:01, 4/5, her fourth win in 14 tries in 2026. This race sponsored by PNB Equipment Rentals.
Can you tell my brain is not working? I think I just said Jason Beatty had 4 winners, which he did this morning, because he was driving all of Ryan Miller's, and that was not Jason Beatty. That was definitely Carson Conrad.
They knew what you meant.
I did not expect
Results are official. Number 1, Taylor's second chance.
Got to take that lion's mane.
Number 2, Little Miss Sure Shot 5. 3, Twin B Malibu the winner. Number 4, Dame of Fire 2. 5, 2 Pair in the Air 4. The time, 2:01, 4/5. 30 seconds, 59, 131, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4 on the bottom. Third race coming up in about 10 minutes. Scratch number 6, Dundee's Chance. The only change, scratch the 6, Dundee's Chance. Win place exacta trifecta on the third race. Barn area best suited, Fat.
There we go, turning the page. We are official for race 2. I have not seen any numbers pop up on the board. I'm not sure if we're doing tries or exactas or anything for today. Unfortunately, I mean, the win pool hasn't been too large, but the crowd's actually not that bad. We must not be playing any. Regardless, race 3 coming up next. First division of freshman filly trotters this time. Scratch down to a field of 5. Let's say thank you to our sponsors for letting us do what we do, and we'll be right back.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Race 3, here we come. Freshman filly trotters, $3,829. Yep, there Doug is calling for him already. Bringing you a total of 16 this evening. I'm sure Painesville, I don't know how many Painesville had. I'm sure they're wrapped up. I hope they're wrapped up because their post time was noon and it is 5:19. I'm sure they are. They've been wrapped up hopefully for a couple hours. I think they might have had 16 today, but they race everything in one go. And that is, I was going to talk to you, man. I actually was going to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
The WNBA.
No, stop it. You said you don't watch it. You can't answer any of my questions.
No.
But you didn't stop at Bucky's on your way. I'm actually disappointed for you.
I agree with you.
Have you been to the
I'm
Bucky's since it
disappointed in
opened?
myself. I have been there. So I had a buddy. He actually works at Hawthorne. He's the guy who controls Tote. I've known him for years. Worked with him at Balmoral. He lives in the northwest Indiana area, right outside Chicago. His wife and him wanted to go to a Bucky's to get some stuff, and they drove 4 hours to go to this Bucky's because it was the closest one in Huber Heights. So I met him there, and we explored together.
Explored is a great way to say that. So
the brisket is amazing. Anyone who hasn't been there has to try
I'm
the
a pork
brisket.
one.
Do you like their pork? I do like. I've had their pork.
I don't eat pork, so. What's the looks? I get two of the same looks.
I just can't take you seriously.
I don't eat pork.
We have spent too much time together the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know. We lived together for like 8 months, and then it was just like.
Don't tell people my secrets.
Well,
Come
that was before
on.
you were married.
Anyway,
I'm kidding.
Moving on, the Bucky's. It's actually only like 15 minutes from my house, so that's where I get gas coming to and from work because it's cheaper than anywhere else, by far, by many cents. But explore is a good way to put it. That place, the first like 2 weeks it was open, a madhouse.
Yes.
People legitimately like. Bucky's tourism is a thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thing. And I had friends like I went to college with that now live nowhere near me now, camped out at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's ridiculous, but.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. No, God bless them.
But I do appreciate that their gas is wholesale, so it's always significantly cheaper.
And you never have trouble finding a pump, for the most part.
That's true. I'll give you that.
I went in there last Sunday. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get gas. I'm in the area. I went inside. I couldn't find a parking spot. It was insane. I've never seen it that packed. But I couldn't even move in the store. And I was like, get me the heck out of here. I can't do this.
We are gathering for the post parade. I'm not even sure if we're all out. We still have trailers coming across the track to make their way into the infield, but Doug's going the post parade, so let's roll on up.
Dundee's Chance. These are the horses. Number 1 is Best Suited. Jeff Nicesonger driving. Number 3 is Rose Run Celine with Doc Holliday. Here's the 4, Buka with Carson Conrad. Here's the 2, Fat Chance with Ed Greeno Jr. And rounding out the field will be the 5, So Proud, David Meyer in the sulky. Scratch the 6, Dundee's Chance. We've asked you, please do not go all the way down the backside when you bring them out. You don't want to be late for that post parade.
Alrighty, we are back for the 3rd. Me and Ashley's going to run through them, give him a little bit of detail about the horses we got. So, number 1, Best Suited, driven by Jeff Nicesonger, also trained by him and owned, is a What the Hill filly. Has had 6 starts this year with 4 wins and 1/3. The last win was at Lebanon last week.
Our 2-horse, Ed Greeno Jr., trains and drives Fat Chance. This is a Triumphant Caviar filly out of an Andover Hall mare, Fat Hanover. E.G. Trot of Finley does own 3 lifetime starts, 1 second and 1 third place finish. We've hit the board a total of 2 times in 3 starts. Last go, Apucyrus, and just the fair stakes did have a second place finish, just back by a length in 2:09 1. Final quarter 31-3. Originally a $10,000 purchase from the Buckeye Classic.
In the 3, Rose Run Sea Line, driven by Ken Holliday for trainer Todd Luther, is another Triumph carrier. Has 2 starts this year, both finishing 4th at Washington Courthouse and Lebanon.
Carson Conrad on the 4 for Dalton Walls. Buka, this is a Garden Angel Oz filly out of a Holiday Road mare, Malibu Sealster. Bob Rodriguez of Versailles does own 3 lifetime starts, a win, a second, and a third. Last time was wire-to-wire winner at Lebanon in 207-1.
In the 5, driven by David Meyer and trained by David Meyer, is So Proud. A Team 6 filly has had 5 starts this year with 1/3 at Wilmington.
You know, after I just said that, I tried to log on earlier. If we've got some comments on YouTube, I apologize. I have terrible phone service, and I cannot get on to see comments. Maybe I'm going to prove myself wrong. Aha, there they are. If anybody knows, I'm going to scroll through really quick to see if anybody corrected me. I don't think anybody trains year-round here at Sidney, but I could be wrong. If anybody knows, let me know, please, and thank you in the comments, because now that I'm looking, Dave Meyer doesn't train up Sidney, does he? He might, now that I say that out loud. So I'll look at comments here momentarily as long as my phone service stays stable. Please correct me if I'm wrong if anybody knows where Dave Meyer trains. It might be out of here, but I am not 100% sure. We are moving in behind the gate. Our 4 horses taking our money, probably for good reason. Currently sitting 2 to 5.
He's rolling. It is post time.
Do you need some? All right, here we go. Moving in behind the gate from the rail out. Best Suited, Fat Chance, Rose Run, Celine, Buka, and So Proud. The 6 is a scratch, so just a field of 5 to fill your gate for race 3. Up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 3rd.
Colt Racing Association, field of 5. All in behind to Mike Wepkenberg, starting gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Off stride to Too Fat Chance. They're up then trotting. Ibuka out for the lead. Off stride. Rose Run Celine into the opening turn. Best Suited will grab the lead. It's Best Suited and Nice Songer into the opening turn. Ibuka will get that 2-hole trip. So Proud is 3rd. Racing for the Rose Run Celine, and Fat Chance trails the field. Cross the backside for the first time. Leading away, Jeff Nice Songer and Best Suited trot on the front end and lead it by a length. Ibuka getting that 2-hole trip. So Proud 3rd. 4th is Rose Run Celine, and Fat Chance can see them all at the opening quarter. They move into the turn. Best Suited. 2-year-old Bay Philip want the hill, looking for 5th of the season, has the lead for Jeff Nice Songer. Racing 2nd is Ibuka. Trotting 3rd is So Proud. Moving to the outside from 4th. Here comes Doc Holliday and Rose Run Celine, and Fat Chance trails the field by the quarter in 34 3/5. They pass the stand for the first time and come to the half. Best Suited will front the field to the half, and on the outside, with every stride, trying to strike the front is Rose Run Celine, and Rose Run Celine does strike the front, trying to clear to find a pylon. Rose Run Celine and Doc Holliday, Best Suited on the inside. Ibuka 3rd, So Proud 4th. 5th is Fat Chance at the half. In 104 4/5 to the 5/8 they go. With the lead, it is Best Suited. Right there, 2nd, Ibuka. Up the inside 3rd, So Proud. Rose Run Celine is 4th. Fat Chance is 5th. Across the back side, they near 3/4. It's Best Suited. He's got every call. 2nd is Ibuka on the outside. The long mile for Rose Run Celine. Up the inside, So Proud. Fat Chance trails the field. They trot the far turn. They're at 3/4, 137, and Best Suited turns for home, leading the field by a length with 3 of them right behind him. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Best Suited has the lead, and Best Suited can hear the footsteps of Rose Run Celine and Ibuka coming after on the outside. Best Suited. Ibuka keeps on coming on the outside. Rose Run Celine, but on the line. Best Suited will find that line in time. The mile 2:07.
2:07. Best Suited goes 2 in a row in Ohio. County Fairs coming off of a win from Lebanon. Last go out. not a new lifetime best. Actually, Lebanon did win in 2:06. We're about a second off that lifetime mark. Nice last quarter, though. We went to the 3 quarters in 1:37. Final mile time, 2:07 flat. Jeff Neisonger winning trainer and driver. That's 7 starts now for best suited and 5 wins. Once you see Jeff Neisonger on the front, it is hard to see him come off the front. So it always surprises me when we do have somebody try to come first up pretty early. Jeff will definitely not let you clear, especially if you let him walk to the half. That tends to be not just Jeff, but a lot of driving in general seems to be like that, especially even at the pari-mutuels, right?
Ashley, growing up in the business, did you ever want to be a driver?
No, I don't really think so, no. I genuinely thought I'd be a horse trainer, though.
Okay.
We could talk about that here momentarily. I'm sure Doug is going to pop back on. There he is.
Division 2-year-old filly trot, Ohio Colt Racing Association for $3,829. Number 1 best suited. 2-year-old Bay Philippa off the hill out of the My MVP mare. This year's best. 5th win of the season for best suited. Owned by the Neisonger Stables, Jonas Hirschberger. Jeff Neisonger trains and drives the winner, the mile, 2:07, blanket by the Shelby County Fair. Results are official. Number 1 best suited, the winner. Number 2 Fat Chance, 5. 3 Rose Run Celine, 3. 4 Ibuka, 2. The 5 So Proud, 4. And number 6 Dundee's Chance was scratched. 2:07, 34 3 for the quarter. The half 104 4, 3 quarters 137, top down 153, 2-4 scratch on the bottom. The winner 320. Trifecta 1380. Exacta $3. On to the 4th. It's coming up in about 8 minutes. Number 3, Ladies Lucky Money, will be driven by Pierce Henry. Pierce Henry the 3, Ladies Lucky Money. Windows are open. Win place. Exacta. Trifecta on the 4th. Wager now. Don't be shut out.
Official for the 3rd. Sam, keep that question in mind, and we'll talk about it when we come back. But let's thank our sponsors. In the next, we're going to take a look at the field of 5 for race 4.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion, In Range, set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Race 4 of 16 already. That's what's coming up next. I have not heard Doug call them, and I'm actually very surprised. We'll have just a few moments to talk. I did get a message, and it looks like we do have some comments, that Dave Meyer does train 5 horses here at Sidney. So there are at least a handful of horses that go over this track most of the year. So far, so good. I did notice, I think it was maybe first race, second race, and I say in that final turn, we can see a lot of dust move. There's a lot of air movement, which is good for us. I have no complaints. It's a nice, wonderful weather of a day, but you can see that the track might need a little bit of water. Just keep on rolling. We don't have time for a water truck, you know?
Yeah.
Sam, you asked me, or why don't you, we'll start at square one. Why don't you?
Okay. So growing up in the business, Ashley, Did you ever want to be a driver?
I never. I really don't think. There might have been like a brief. No, I actually don't think I did. I really don't think there was ever a point in time where I thought that would be a path for me. Actually, my parents never pressured me into this business, period. You know, I found the love of horses all on my own. I didn't have to go to the barn if I didn't want to go to the barn. I always did. Quarter horses is actually how I found my love of horses, though. I rodeoed for quite a long time. I just loved ranch horses, and that kind of Western performance horse is what I did best for a very long time. That's what I thought I would train. I went to school, that we've talked about it a couple of times on air. I do have a degree in ag business, and then I moved west. I lived in Colorado for a season. I lived in Idaho for a season and did a lot of ranch work and packed mule strings for hunting camps, and I just liked kind of the rough and tough life. Moved back for a winter here in Ohio, and then OHHA opened up, and I am here. Always loved the horses. Could always appreciate that they fed me. Like, that's all my parents ever did, right? We had usually a stable of 35 to 40 horses racing at any given time, and was very lucky. I was very privileged. My family did very well growing up, so I could always recognize that these horses are athletes, and they work really hard for us, and they also put food in my mouth. But I did not know that Standardbred specifically were ever going to be a path for me. There for a moment, I still think about it occasionally. Like, I would love to have a trainer's license, but with OHHA, I don't know, maybe you don't know this, we're not allowed to. We are not allowed to hold a trainer's license. I do still do a lot of work in the barn for my mom. This time of year, it's really difficult, right? She had 2 horses in Marysville and 3 horses in the night, so she's got teams all over the place. Like, well, count me out, because I'm at both places.
Yeah.
But I do love it. But I like what I do. I like this side of it. Sometimes I think I know enough to talk about it occasionally. Not all the time, though, that's for sure. But what about you?
Yeah, growing up, I always wanted to be a driver. I thought it would be like so cool, just going out there, competing against the guys. That was my biggest thing.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And going up through high school, I said I was going to go out and try to get my driver's license, but decided to do sports. So I was in track, soccer, and softball. So I had sports all year long. So right after, I would go to the barn, but didn't have much time to actually learn how to train and be able to study and figure out everything, basically.
No, there's an art to it for sure, and we see that.
Yep.
I think I've talked about it in, I don't know what fair it was. It was this year, though. We talked about there are definitely some trainers that have a rep of being very good versus others, but there's not necessarily one good tactic. Like, every single horse is different, and sometimes they just need to change the scenery. Maybe they didn't get along with this trainer, but they go to this trainer, and it's just a total different conditioning. And some of these horses are finicky. Right.
Horses are on the track for the 4th race. 3-year-old.
We're going to already go into the post-raid.
$1,562. Blanket in memory of Jerry and Pat Schaffner. Field of 5. Pierce Henry will drive the 3. These are the horses. Number 1, Corporate CEO. The driver, Randy Thorpes, will be out shortly. Number 2, So Radiant. Roy Wilson drives. Number 3 is Ladies Lucky Money, driven by Pierce Henry. Number 4, Creatine Doll, Jeff Nicesonger. And rounding out the field of 5, Country Diamond Lady, Melvin Schmucker is in her sulky. Horse to take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place, exacta, trifecta. 3 minutes to post time, and we're looking for the 1, and the 1 is coming to the track. The 1, Corporate CEO and Randy Thorpes.
Alrighty, let's get started going over these horses. And the 1, Corporate CEO, is driven by Randy Thorpes and trained and owned by Randy. Has 8 starts this year with 1 second and 2 thirds. With his last start at Lebanon, got a second and 2:04 and 2.
So Radiant leaving from the second post position. April Rhodes owns and trains. Roy Wilson will drive. This is a Marseille filly out of I'm an Angel and Archangel Mare. 9 seasonal starts with 2 wins and a single 3rd place finish. $5,200 on the card. Last time out was at Washington Courthouse. Unfortunately, just got a little tired. Ended up 6, so just out of the money, but 3 back at Wilmington. tried to go wire to wire. Ended up winning in 202 flat by over 6 lengths.
In 3, Ladies Lucky Money, a ready for money filly, driven by Pierce Henry for trainer and owner Ronald Werbler. Has 4 starts this year, has not hit the board yet. Last start was at Washington Courthouse, finished with some distance.
The 4-horse Jeff Neisonger for Mark Winters, Creatine Doll. She is a pretty filly. She was hard to miss when she was warming up earlier. She's a roan Creatine out of Toy Crown and Away We Go mare. She's been knocking on the door lately. She's had 9 seasonal starts but has yet to notch a win. A single second place and 2 third place finishes. Last 2 times out, both at Wilmington and Washington, were those thirds. We go 3 back, though, to Scioto Downs, and a non-winner's a 1 with a claiming tag, was second by just under a length and 158-1. Final quarter there, 30 flat.
In the 5, Country Diamond Lady, driven, owned, and trained by Melvin Smuckner, has 9 starts this year with 2 wins, has a lifetime mark of 157.
Looks like we are slowly gathering. Looks like. We can't really see. As we've talked a couple of times, we have quite a bit of obstruction in the infield just because not a whole lot of space here on the grounds in general. If you get a walk through Sidney, it's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight little fairgrounds. You can see the only barn that we've got up that I now know Dave Meyer trains out of year-round is right there out of the first turn, but we just have so many races to bring you. If you're just joining us, there are 16 total today and another 16 tomorrow, so 32 between the 2 race cards. Last year, day 1, we only had 8 races, and on day 2, we had 11. So 19 total last year, 32 total this year.
Seems like a lot of fairs are like that this year.
Early in the year, it's always like that. We always have just a ton of races because there's not as many fairs competing for entries. And this year has been drastically different. We keep waiting, like, okay, well, we're gonna see a 12 race program. No, it really doesn't. It's not really existing right now. Like, we had how many? I should look how many races in general went today, because I'm gonna end up doing what? I don't know, 24 by the end of the day, and that doesn't even count Painesville.
Yep.
Let's go up to Doug. Call the 4th.
They're off and pacing for the lead between horses. Creatine Doll on the inside. Corporate CEO up on the outside. Country Diamond Lady, and Corporate CEO jumps it off. Ladies Lucky Money up on the outside. Racing on the inside. So Radiant down the backside and up on the outside. Melvin Smucker. Country Diamond Lady grabs the lead and has it by a length. Creatine Doll will take that 2-hole trip. Racing third, So Radiant racing fourth. Ladies Lucky Money, and way back, Corporate CEO. After that miscue in the opening turn, trails the field. Country Diamond Lady the leader by a length. Creatine Doll second. Trotting third as they race around the turn. Ladies Lucky Money by the quarter in 31 1/5. Into the lane first time. Fillies in straight alignment coming to that halfway point. On top of the field, the leader, Melvin Schmucker. Country Diamond Lady, Creatine Doll right there second. Trotting third, So Radiant. Trotting fourth, Ladies Lucky Money, and way back and trailing the field. At the halfway point, Corporate CEO. They're into the turn. They're off a half in 101 4/5 on the 5/8 they go. Country Diamond Lady with the lead by a length. Creatine Doll second. Third, So Radiant. Trotting fourth, Lucky's Lady Doll, and So Radiant continue to trail the field as they head to the 3/4. Country Diamond Lady with the lead. Filly by What the Hill begins to open up now, but 2.5. Creatine Doll is second, racing third, So Radiant. Ladies Lucky Money. Corporate CEO trails the field midway round the turn. Country Diamond Lady has the lead. 3/4 in 1:33 2. Little better than 1/8 of a mile to trot. Country Diamond Lady draws away with each and every stride. Creatine Doll is second. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Trotting third is So Radiant coming to the line. No doubt about this, and it's Country Diamond Lady. Melvin Schmucker to take First Division 3-year-old filly trot. The mile 2:03 2/5.
2:03 2/5 for our winner, Country Diamond Lady. Melvin Schmucker trains, drives, and owns that What the Hill filly. 10 seasonal starts, now with 3 wins on the year. Melvin's address is Okeechobee, Florida.
That's what I
So
saw.
does he winner? Does he? I don't know him personally to know if he. What's the? Oh, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What's the training facility down in Florida? Do you know? Spring Garden? Is that in Florida? I'm asking anybody who wants to answer, I guess. Is that the Florida one though? I don't know. Sometimes we never went south for winter. Well, probably because I was in school. Like we.
And you're not a bird.
That's pretty common now though. Like a lot of Jeff Nysonger does it. Rosie Weaver, Chris Beaver, Brian Brown did not this year. This is the first year that he did not go south. There's a lot of trainers that go south for the winter.
I don't blame him. I don't want to be up here in the cold.
Melvin slowly making his way back around with Country Diamond Lady out of Diamond Dagger, an ABC Garland mare. That is somebody I'm not familiar with. So she did actually step it up into the Buckeye Stallion series a couple of times. And also raced in Kentucky in their fair series. We do have 5, 4, 2, 3 across the wire, and here is Country Diamond Lady back into our makeshift winner circle.
3-year-old filly trot. Ohio Colt Racing Association First Division for $3,562. A blanket in memory of Jerry and Pat Schaffner. Here's the 5, Country Diamond Lady. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Wat the Hill out of the ABC Garland mare, Diamond Dagger. She's home by Melvin Schmucker, Okeechobee, Florida. Melvin Schmucker trains and drives. Home winner, 203, 2/5. The winner, 640. Trifecta, $13.80. Exacta, $16.20. Number 1, Corporate CEO, finished 5th. Number 2, So Radiant, 3rd. The 4, the 3, Ladies Lucky Money, 4. 4, Creatine Doll, 2. The 5, Country Diamond Lady, the winner. The mile, 203, 2/5. 31-1 for the quarter. The half, 1 minute, 4/5. 3/4, 132-4. 5, 3, 4, 2, 1 on the bottom. 5th race coming up next. Field of 5. There are no changes.
That does it. She was a well-behaved filly, especially Melvin had to do everything there in the winner's circle by himself and just heads right on into the infield. She was pretty well-behaved. Turning the page, race 5 coming up. 2nd division of 2-year-old filly Pacers. A field of 5 I do not have any changes for at the current moment. So join us back here in just a moment. We'll get to talking about them.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Race 5 coming up. Sam, we just heard your voice.
Yep.
on the Hey Kids. So you actually do have an event. We, I guess, have an event, but you're going to be staffing the youth part of it, and I'll be Kim Poma and I will be Saturday evening, kind of opposite end of you. We'll be doing our TV and tickets giveaway, but what's your plan for Saturday night at Scioto?
So it would be a 1 year anniversary since opening up the Backstretch Buddies. So we're hoping to gain more members and also invite our current members out to participate in some fun activities. So we got some horseshoe decorating going on, and then we have paddock tours, hopefully. And Scioto is also having a petting zoo, corgi races, and there's one more thing, bouncy houses.
Gotcha.
So hopefully we have a lot of people come out, and the horseshoe decorating isn't only for the youth, it is also for adults, as we find out a lot of parents like to do it too.
They do, actually. Chris mentioned this earlier on the Mary's. Was like, well, can adults do it? I said, yeah, absolutely, and adults definitely do it. We had quite a lot of men and women come up last year to do it, whether by themselves or with kids.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't judge. We invite. We invite you out.
Exactly. We got plenty, and we don't want to take it home, so.
Amen to that. Makes our life easier at the end of the night. But Backstretch Buddies, if somebody isn't familiar with that, maybe has a younger kid sitting at home with them, tell us about what that program is.
So the Backstretch Buddies is a free program for kids 12 and under. They receive monthly mail from Willie Winnett, our mascot. They also get invited to a lot of different activities that we have. And then it can get prizes throughout the year. We like to do little contests. We've had a coloring contest that we posted on Facebook for driving colors and had a great turnout with that. But it's kind of to get the kids out there and involved in the horse industry. We also just started our youth membership, and we will continue that after Doug.
Sponsored by Detailed Machining, Sidney, Ohio, field of 5. Number 1, Tina Fire. The driver's Doc Holliday. Number 2, Seaside Masquerade, Alex Hawk, the driver. Number 3 is Our Greyheart, driven by Jeff Nysonger. The 4, All of My Love, with Jason Beatty. And number 5, Country Fearless, Melvin Schmucker in her sulky. Ours to take one, score, and go to the gate. Win place, exacta trifecta, the beat of the gate in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to post.
Race 5. Second division, 2-year-old filly pacers, $5,192. First division was our first race, and they went in 2:01 and 4. Let's see if this group can outdo them. A field of 5 from the rail, Tina Fire. Todd Luther trains for Greg Luther Racing. Ken Holliday to get the call. This is a Catch the Fire filly out of Cam Luck mare Posey Tina. 2 lifetime starts with a single second place finish, and that was last go out on July 23rd in the Buckeye Stallion Series. She was second by barely a length and won 55 and 2. We should mention that this girl actually went into the $150,000 Next Generation at Scioto on July 4th. Unfortunately, she just got a little tired, was not in the money, but still paced her mile, her very first lifetime start in 54 and 3.
In the 2, Seaside Masquerade, driven by Alex Hawk for trainer Randy Smith and owner Amelia Smith, has 2 starts this year with 1 win at Libyan, went 2 minutes and 2. Also had a start at Scioto in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Didn't have no luck, but did finish in 156 and 1.
The 3-horse Our Greyheart, of course, is a gray filly by Heart of Chewbacca. Jeff Nysonger trains and drives. She's had 5 lifetime starts with 4 wins and 1 second place finish. She's looking to go 3 in a row here. Her last time out was at Scioto, also in the Buckeye Stallion Series, despite leaving out of the 9-hole. Was a winner, just over a length to spare, 155 and 3. Final quarter there, 29 flat. So we have already a very nice group of fillies that are going to go head to head.
In the 4, driven by Jason Beatty, All of My Love for trainer Scott Fergren, has 5 starts this year. Last start was at Washington Courthouse, finished 4th. Didn't have too much luck there, but finished in 207 and 1.
And the 5, Melvin Smucker, is going to try to go back-to-back with another one of his trainees. This is a Fear the Dragon filly this time. Country Fearless out of a Western Hanover mare. 2 lifetime starts, still looking to hit the board for the first time. First fair start, though, for this girl. She did have her first start at Scioto Downs. Just a 2-year-old non-winners of 1, and she paced in 1:56.1. She tried to give it a go in the Buckeye Stallion Series, but the 7-hole got her a little bit. She got away towards the back of the pack and still paced in 56, just out of the money. As I said, this is the second division of this group of freshmen to go. Race 1 was Division 1, and they went in 2:01 and 4. I'm going to say we have a very good shot with this talented group that we're going to go quite a bit faster than that.
That program has a lot of cool graphics in it.
It does. It does. There's a lot of horse graphics. I actually did not print off my program today. I just got one from the fair race office here. We've got all kinds. They don't sell ads in this program, which is a little
1 minute to post, just a minute to post.
abnormal. Oh, Melvin Smucker's just stepping onto the track. So you brought one-man show. You got to give him a little bit of time to put one horse away and get the next one out. It's a beautiful day. I'm trying to remember, Chris, maybe you do. You were here last year too, yes?
Yes.
Did we have wagering last year? I didn't think we had wagering here.
I don't think we had wagering.
I don't think we've had it for a number of years.
Yes, maybe like the first couple.
Yeah. Let's see if he wants his passport signed.
I swear
don't think we did last
not
year.
the last 2 or 3.
Because
yeah.
I remember somebody, I was walking up through the grandstand to work, and they said, "Where do we get programs? Where can we bet?" And I said, "They don't have it here." So I
wouldn't that be horrible if you told them and they had wagering the whole time?
As I remember, people specifically like turning away, but the crowd's they're not playing. Well, actually, I say they're not playing much. The earlier races were thin, but this one pulls up to $97 already. So,
wow.
People are gathering as they've gotten off work.
That's almost Miami Valley pools.
I hope you're on. Are you coming through? I hope people can hear you. Okay.
That's like 2 jokes because it's Miami Valley pools aren't that big sometimes.
Dayton struggles a little bit as well.
What are the pools like at Scioto?
They're up this year.
Yeah?
I don't know the percentage, but they are up a little bit.
Okay.
Moving in to position. Somebody just threw a fit there. Ooh. But here we go. A field of 5 throwing it up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 5th, second division, freshman Philly Pacers.
Here they come. They were off and pacing. Seaside Masquerade steps right to the front. Tina Fire protecting that inside position. On the outside, Our Great Heart's going to take a seat third. All of My Love is fourth. Country Fearless will take a tuck fifth. Cross the backside for the first time. Tina Fire, Doc Holliday won the early battle, and they lead the way. Seaside Masquerade second. Our Great Heart third. All of My Love racing fourth. And Country Fearless and Melvin Schmucker wasting no time. They're out and on the move at the opening quarter. They're now fifth. They're now fourth on the outside as they move into the turn by the quarter. 30 and a fifth. Tina Fire, Doc Holliday have them by 5. Seaside Masquerade second. Racing third. Our Great Heart with every stride. Here comes Country Fearless and All of My Love. Shuffled the last. Passing the stands first time. Straight alignment. No movement as yet to go after the leader, Tina Fire. The T-Row Bay Phillip catch the fire with the lead by 2. Seaside Masquerade 4 back to Our Great Heart. Then it is Country Fearless and trailing a field All of My Love at the half and 58 and 4. They're on to the 5/8 and it's Tina Fire. She'll guide them across the backside to the 3/4. Seaside Masquerade in tow. Our Great Heart is only 3 off the lead. Then it's Country Fearless and a distant 5th. All of My Love can see them all. They're at the 3/4. Tina Fire, Doc Holliday. Here comes Jeff Nysonger and Our Great Heart. Now third and moving up. They're into the far turn. Seaside Masquerade Masquerade locked in. They're into the far turn at the 3/4 in 1:30 and 4/5. And Tina Fire has the lead by a length. Seaside Masquerade is second. Our Gray Heart is third. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. The leader, Tina Fire. Seaside Masquerade, Our Gray Heart. They're inside the final 16th. Coming to the line, it's Tina Fire. Tina Fire will give Doc Holliday his second winner on the card here at the Shelby County Fair. Seaside Masquerade second, completing the trifecta, the 3, Our Gray Heart. Two minutes, 1/5.
2 minutes, 1/5. Tina Fire. First lifetime win for that Catch the Fire filly in 3 tries. I go 1, 2, 3, 5 across the wire. Final mile time 2 minutes and 1/5. That is going to be Doc's second driving win and Todd Luther's second training win already of the day. I think I forgot to add up one of who won the last one. Smucker.
Do you have the page with you to know what the track record here is?
I have my Huff's Guide. Track record for Sidney. Oh. Sorry. I'm multitasking right now between signing passports, trying to keep my own stats. I am at Sidney. There we go. Sorry, Sam.
No, you're good.
All right, track record that we are looking at here. I'm sure we won't see it until we hit our 3-year-olds. Our pacing track record was set in 2001, equaled in 2002. So they are old. 155 flat. The trotting track record was set in 2024, equaled in 2025, 159 and 2.
Got to keep the record going, 24, 25, and 26.
Racing Association, number 1, Tina Fire. Geo Bay Phillip, a Catch the Fire out of the Cam Luck mare. Posey Tina. Uncle Greg Luther Racing. Todd Luther trains. Doc Holliday gets his second winner of the evening. The mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Blanket of this race, on behalf of Detailed Machining to Sidney. Going to the 1, Tina Fire. Doc Holliday.
To win.
Second division winners, 2-year-old Philly Pace. It's official. Number 1, Tina Fire, the winner. Number 2, Seaside Masquerade, 2. 3, Art Gray Heart, 3. The 4, Olive My Love, 5. Number 5, Country Fearless, 4. The time, 2 minutes and a 1/5. 30 and a 1/5. 58 and 4. 130 and 4/5. Top down, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 on the bottom. 6th race coming up next. The winner in this race, Tina Fire, returns $10, $240. Consolation to try, 1 all in all, $560. 1, 2 exacta, $24.80. 6th race, windows are open, win place. Exacta trifecta on the 6th. Number 4, Sea Wave will be driven by Chris Hope. Chris Hope, the 4, Sea Wave. Number 5, Ruby Dean, Hank Levine.
Biggest return we've seen so far, our winner, $10. Exacta 1-2 pays $24.80. I think it was Scott. Thanks, Scott, for letting us. So this is the first year they've had wagering in the last 5. Yeah, so I wasn't too off. 2020. Probably, yeah, because they only did a handful of fairs in 2020. It was very small. The first year that we did all fairs was 2021. So there we go. Race 5 official and turning the page. Race 6, second division, 3-year-old Philly Pacers. Just over $3,700 on the line. You heard the last couple of changes there from Doug, but we're looking for a field of 5. Join us back here in just a moment.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon at the Shelby County Fair here in Sidney, Ohio. This is one of the closest ones for me. It's not very often I get to say that I'm only 30 minutes away from home. I talked about this a little bit earlier in the Marysville card. I live just north of Dayton Raceway, so about 15 minutes north of Dayton. And this one is 30 minutes. Troy is about 10 to 15 because that's actually the county I live in now. But other than that, everything's a good hour haul from me. So not too terrible after pulling a double header today that I at least don't have to drive 2 hours back home tonight.
Yep, that makes it really nice. I got exactly 2 hour drive from here.
I figured, yeah, especially from
Yeah.
Circleville. It's kind of a haul because Circleville is far for me to get to, and then add a few more minutes on top of that. I think Circleville is probably every bit of an hour and 40 for me.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. How did you get suckered into this fair then?
I was the last one to receive the list, and so I kind of went through.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to do some fairs, and so I went through wherever there wasn't a name already at, then I kind of put myself in.
I'd say I definitely thought for a while I was on this one by myself, and I wasn't super worried about it because there were 8 last year. And I texted Sam earlier and I said I wanted to make sure she was coming today because I was like, if I did 9 at Marysville this morning and had to do 16 by myself, there would be a lot of silence.
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Silence. So glad you're here.
Yeah, I got all the far ones this year.
That's what I did. Last year, I was all over creation. This year I had to dial it back quite a bit. One of the furthest fairs that I'm doing this year, though, is Burton. That's by my own design.
Okay.
That's one of my best friends. That's her home fair. And originally we were supposed to go together, right? And now she has a wedding in Vermont that I'm no longer going to just because like timing is quite terrible. I'm not able to get out there this year with them, but I'm still going to Burton. I actually love that fair. The racing isn't the best you'll ever see just because it's a smaller track. There's no year-round racing, but I love that little fair. It has the best stinking food you will find on a fairgrounds, I'm telling you. And another one, actually, I look forward to is Lancaster. It's a beautiful fairgrounds.
That one is beautiful,
and they have the Jimmy Jawbreak that I very much do enjoy every time I'm there. It's always a 30-minute wait for a hamburger at a fairgrounds, but it's worth every bit of the wait and the money you pay for it.
I think my furthest is Henry County.
Henry is Napoleon, yeah. That one's I'm usually on Napoleon. I think I don't know if I'm somewhere else that evening or something, because I have a different college friend that lives up there, so I actually usually stay there with her. Sorry that I did not stay this year, because that's where you're going. That one is far.
Yeah.
As we were talking about Wilmington off air earlier, because Chris was there, I was at Wilmington, and Michael Langer, who was on earlier, well, shoot.
Always cut
I'll
off
tell
my
my story
dog.
in a minute.
Nice songer. Number 2, it's Not Your Turn with Doc Holliday. Number 3, Crosswind Susie Q, the driver Jason Beatty. Number 4, Sea Wave, driven by Chris Hope. And number 5, Ruby Dean, Hank Levan is in her sulky. OHHA take one score and go to the gate. Win place exacta, trifecta. 4 minutes to wager on the 6. Don't be shut out.
Finishing my thoughts, though, Wilmington was quite a miserable fair this year just because of the sun sets into the grandstand, and it was 100 degrees, sun setting on us. We were all trying to die. Actually, the equipment did overheat. It was an epidemic of in itself, but Napoleon is that way, so be prepared. Napoleon sets directly into the grandstand. It's a blazer.
Nice to know ahead of time. How does the grandstand, does it have a cover? Or?
It does. It's covered, but it doesn't matter because it sets directly into the grandstand. They always Napoleon's fun though. They have draft teams, Clydesdales and stuff, post parade each race. Mule teams. It's actually cool. It's a nice little fair. Race 6 coming up. Second division, 3-year-old Philly Pacers, $3,756 on the rail. Dancing again, Jeff Nysonger for Brian Jones. This is a dancing Yankee black filly. She is 4 for 4, undefeated this year. Looking to go 5 in a row. She's just been on fire. Paulding, Ottawa, Wilmington, and her last start out at Lebanon. Lifetime mark was set at Wilmington in 158.3. She's got $7,700 on her card. Originally just a $5,000 purchase a couple years ago at the Buckeye Classic.
Into its Nacho Turn, driven by Ken Holiday for trainer Todd Luther and owner Greg Luther, is a Summa Colade filly. Has 5 starts this year with 2 wins and 3 seconds. The last start was a second at Washington Courthouse, and the start before that at Wilmington was a win, also a win at Circleville.
Crosswind Susie Q, Jason Beatty for Bobby Joe Brewer. This is a Western fame filly out of Virginia's Beach Boy mare. 3 seasonal starts, 12 lifetime starts, still looking to break the maiden, but she's got about 3,300 made lifetime. Last go is a Washington Courthouse. She did hold on for some money. Had a 5th place finish in 2:02 and 4.
N4 Sea Wave, driven by Chris Hope for trainer Shari Jacobs, has no starts and no qualifiers this year, so this will be the first start for her.
Hank Levan for Scott Ferguson. Ruby Dean leaving from the far outside. This is a lost in time filly coming off of a 4th place finish at Washington Courthouse in 2:02 and 4. 6 lifetime starts, no prior starts, is a 2-year-old. She's still looking to hit the board for the first time, but she's made $1,100 so far in the 6 starts this year. It's going up to Doug Ballinger, the call of the 6th, second division of sophomore Philly Pacers.
They're off and pacing, dancing again. Fast out of the gate to the front. It's Nacho Turn. Takes a tuck second. Taking a tuck. Crosswind Susie Q. A tuck for Sea Wave. And the early trailer is Ruby Dean to Miracle Order as they race on over to the opening 8th. Dancing again. Will front of us head up the backside. It's Nacho Turn. Takes the 2-hole trip. Crosswind Susie Q 3rd. Sea Wave 4th. Ruby Dean can see them all. Straight alignment. No movement. To go after that leader. Dancing again as they step by the quarter. It's Nacho Turn 2nd, Crosswind Susie Q 3rd, Sea Wave 4th. Ruby Dean trails the field at the quarter in 31 1/5. Front to back, they're separated by 10. Into the turn to the 3/8, Jeff Nysonger and dancing again with the lead. It's Nacho Turn right there. Second race is nose to helmet. 2 back to Crosswind Susie Q 3rd, Sea Wave 4th. Ruby Dean trails the field as they pass the stand for the first time and come to the half. Dancing again on the front end, trying to make it 5 for 5. With the lead. Second is Nacho Turn, getting the trip, and Crosswind Susie Q 3rd. To the outside comes Sea Wave, and that brings Ruby Dean to the outside at the half in 1:02 and a 5th. On to the backside in the 3/4. Dancing again will guide the fillies to the 3/4. It's Nacho Turn 2nd, Crosswind Susie Q 3rd, Sea Wave 4th. Ruby Dean is 5th, midway down the backside. Dancing again has the lead. It's Nacho Turn, Crosswind Susie Q, Sea Wave, and Ruby Dean. They're into the far turn and the leader. Got every call. Dancing again. It's Nacho Turn. 3/4, 133 and 3. Midway round the turn. Dancing again has the lead. It's Nacho Turn is right there. Crosswind Susie Q is 3rd. Sea Wave and Ruby Dean. They're off the turn, and here comes Nacho Turn coming after Dancing again. It's Nacho Turn. Dancing again on the inside. It's Nacho Turn. Ken Holiday, 3rd winner on the card. It's Nacho Turn. Home in 2 minutes and 4/5.
2 minutes, 4 fifths. It's Nacho Turn. Shuts down the streak of dancing again. Lives up to her name, right? It's Nacho Turn. It's my turn. Ken Holiday for Todd Luther. That's Todd's third winner. And Kenny Holiday's third winner. 2 minutes and 4 fifths. We go 2, 1, 3, 5 across the wire. That's why I mentioned it a few races ago that this wire is, directly into the turn. It's give and take. It's like, right, you leave the gate, but you are immediately trying to turn into the first turn. But you have quite a long stretch to make some movement. And right there, we saw. When you've got more straightaway to work with, can make up a lot of ground. And it's Nacho Turn. That is the third seasonal win in 6 starts for that Summa Cum Laude filly. She's out of a Rock and Roll Heaven mare, Nacho Mama Blue Chip.
I don't know, but that's making me hungry for nachos.
Well, I'm sure you're at a fairground, Sam. You'll be able to find them.
Oh, yeah. Loaded nachos. Calling my name.
So this filly has tried to step it up into that mid-tier. She's raced quite a bit this year on the fair circuit, but her first start actually of 2026 was in the Buckeye Claiming Series. She finished second there back on June 5th, so over a month ago now at Scioto Downs.
Colt Racing Association, second division for $3,756. Number 2, it's Nacho Turn. She's a 3-year-old brown filly by Summa Cum Laude out of the Rock and Roll Evan Mare. Nacho Mama Blue Chip, Greg Luther Racing owned. Todd Luther trains. Todd Luther's third training win on the card. Doc Holliday gets his third driving win. Nacho Turn, home winner, 2 minutes, 4 fifths. Blanket by Lewis and James Birch Memorial to the 2. It's Nacho Turn and Doc Holliday.
We'll hang on just a moment for the official rundown. Quite a nice back half there. I got to the half in 1:02.1, and remember, final mile time at 2 minutes, 4 fifths.
Again, 2. The 2, it's Nacho Turn, the winner. Number 3, Crosswind Suzuki 3. 4, Seaway 5. The 5, Ruby Dean 4. 2 minutes, 4 fifths. 32 and a fifth. 102.1, 133 and 3. The winner, it's Nacho Turn, returns $4 to win. 213 try, $5.40. 21 exacta, $3.20.
Official for race 6, the 7th coming up. Right now it's clear. Yep, Doug just confirmed that we're clear for race 7 if you're following along with the program. Second division of freshman filly trotters, $3,800 and a field of 6 we're looking for. Let's go to commercial. We'll be right back.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
3 need 3.
Okay, 3 need 3 more, if you're wondering. As I just put my program away, race 7 of 16. Rolling right along, and we've got to this evening because we have no track lights. 16 races. This is some of the biggest. This is the biggest card Sidney's had in quite a long time. We don't have track lights, and we do get dark here. Around 9 o'clock, right? I don't even know actually what time sunset is now. Let's open up the app, shall we? It says it's 82 degrees.
It's beautiful.
It's wonderful out. Wonder what the feel like is. The wind has been nice. It feels like 83. I'm not sweating, so I'm going to argue with that. Sunsets at 8:55 here. So really 9 o'clock needs to be our cutoff. Even then, we might be playing with it a little bit.
I think we'll have plenty of time, hopefully.
Well, you say that, Sam.
I know.
And
then
then
an hour and a half,
happens.
but we're already almost halfway through.
And you say that, and then we're going to have an inquiry, and then we're going to have something else. But today it's been a beautiful day of racing so far. Really, it's
our bingo card. We already had a loose horse.
We did. You know,
So
I almost made a bingo card last year, and I should have put it on my list this year.
That
Maybe
would be
we could do
awesome.
that.
Throw that in the passport.
That would. Oh, that's
that
a good
would be
idea.
good.
I talked about making like one for staff last year of like funky weird things. Like Don Tiger, every time that he's on air, he says horse flesh. Every time.
We were talking about that last night.
So.
Yes.
I'll have to do that. I'll keep that in mind.
Sammy needs a catchphrase.
Sammy, do you like the name? Do you like being called
Sammy?
That's new.
That was my.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
I just
all my
thought I
friends
just
call
always
me
called
that.
you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I always call her Sam. Samantha.
Everyone. So
I'm not
it
calling
seems
her
like
Samantha.
whoever calls me Samantha, I only give Samantha to like if it needs to be professional. That is just too much. I can't do Samantha.
I don't like when people call me Ash. I do like Ashley.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're like my mom, you know.
See, Sam has always been my go-to, but Sammy, all my like close friends, they always call me Sammy.
Is Smashly okay?
That is a nickname I had. You know what? I shouldn't say this.
In college.
Let's go to the post. No.
Oh.
Go to the post parade.
I meant
just go away.
Give me some money. The driver, Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2 is Twyla L, driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Missouri with Carson Conrad. The 4, Country Coley, Melvin Schmucker. Number 5 is Valsterina, the driver Bruce Schmidt. And number 6, Queen Myra, Laverne Huntstetler in the sulky. OHHA take 1, score, and go to the gate. Win place, exacta, trifecta, 4 minutes. Don't be shut out. 4 minutes to post.
Second division, freshman filly trotters from the rail. Give me some money. Jeff Nicesonger trains and drives this Ready for Money filly out of some royalty, a RC royalty mare. 6 lifetime starts with 1 win, and that did come back at Marion on June 28th. Was a winner there in 2-10-1. Since then, unfortunately, we've been having some issues. I think out here we're going to be looking to stay flat today.
Into Twyla L, driven by Hank Levan, also trained by Hank Levan, is a Uncle Peter filly. Has 7 starts this year with 3 wins and 1 second. 2 wins have been back-to-back at Wellston and Pike, where she got her lifetime mark at Wellston and 2:06 flat.
The 3, Carson Conrad for Stevie Carter. Miss Erie, this is an in-range out of Swan for All Mare Perception. 4 lifetime starts with 3 wins. She's already got $10,000 made on the year. Last go out was at Washington Courthouse. She was a wire-to-wire winner there by over 3 lengths in 2:09-1. That was a lifetime mark.
And 4, Country Chloe, driven by Mel Schmuckner and trained by him and owned, is a 2-year-old Ready for Money filly. Has no starts but has had 2 qualifiers, 1 at Lexington and 1 at Scioto. Finished 3rd there at Lexington in 2:06.
The 5, Bruce Schmidt for Rusty Voorhees, who also owns this Volstead filly, Volsterina. She's out of a muscle mass mare. Just one lifetime start, and she was second. I'm trying to think all the way back to June 24th at Ottawa. That was her only start in that second place finish. She was back by just a length in 2:12, and if I remember correctly, I was actually quite impressed with her for her first lifetime start. Originally, Volsterina was a $5,500 purchase from the Blooded Horse sale.
Queen Maria, driven by Lorvin Holster, also trainer and owner, out of a long tom, is having her 4th start. She has had 3, had 1 second there at Bucyrus, finished 2:04.2.
The 6 horse will start from the second tier. We only score 5 wide at most fairs, but definitely here at Sidney. $20 currently in the win pool. Our 2 horse, Twyla L, looking to go 3 in a row, and she's currently sitting as the 4 to 5 favorite. We got a lot of dust behind our horses moving into the gate. Up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 7th.
They're off and trotting. Missouri goes right to the front. On the outside, Twyla L. Up the inside, Give Me Some Money as they race into the turn. On the outside, Country Coley. On the outside, Queen Myra and Volsterina, the early trader. 6 of them headed to the backside, being led by Miss Erie. Carson Conrad, by a length, Twyla L second. Hung on the outside, Country Coley is third. Racing 4th up the inside, Give Me Some Money. Then it is Queen Myra 5th, and Volsterina can see them all. Front to back, 7 lengths will separate them into the turn. Miss Erie and Carson Conrad have the lead by the opening quarter in 33 3/5 around the turn on the outside. Country Coley now second in his off stride. Up the inside, Twyla L moving to the inside. Give Me Some Money. Queen Myra on the outside, and Volsterina continues to trail the field. Passing the stands first time that come to the halfway point. On top of the field and showing the way. Miss Erie has the lead on the outside. Queen Myra second. Twyla L third. Racing 4th is Volsterina. Racing 5th, Give Me Some Money's off stride, and Country Coley trails the field at the half in 1:04 4/5 to the 5/8 they go. Miss Erie has the lead. Queen Myra is second. Third is Twyla L. Volsterina is 4th. Give Me Some Money is 5th. Trailing Country Coley across the backside. Dropping to the 3/4 mark. Miss Erie has the lead. Queen Myra on the outside. Twyla L 3rd. Volsterina 4th. Give Me Some Money 5th. Country Coley trails the field as they move into the far turn at the 3/4 in 1:36 4. They drop the far turn and up on the outside. The poke ahead in front as they turn for home. Queen Myra, but on the inside. Missouri doesn't want to give it up. Twyla L. 4th is Volsterina. They're off the turn. They're on their way home with the lead. Closing on the outside, Queen Myra. Here comes Twyla L. coming to the line. Queen Myra's almost there. It's Queen Myra. Going to be tight for second. Either the 2, Twyla L, or the 3, Miss Erie. 2:06, 2/5.
2:06 2/5, and that was all Queen Myra. Laverne Hotstetler gets the driving win and trainer. That is the first lifetime win for that long tom filly in just 4 tries. She was coming off of a Buckeye Stallion Series leg at Bucyrus. She actually made a break at Bucyrus right behind the gate and still came back to finish second, just back by a length in 2:04 2 there. So I don't know what she did have money on her. Okay, she went off 7-2. Yeah, that was kind of a, if you weren't paying close enough attention to the program, one that might have snuck by you there. 2:06 2 was for our 6 horse. I'm not going to try to call if it was the 2 or the 3. Usually I'm pretty good, and I am right on the wire, but that was very tight, so we're going to wait for the official for that one. Here comes our winner back in front of the grandstand to our, I guess, our makeshift winner circle. It's been like that for a number of years that they kind of like hop off. Right, Chris? I'm looking at you because I know you were here with me last year.
I have no idea you were talking to me.
No, I'm not really talking to you. I just talk.
Okay.
I just talk.
No, what were you asking?
The little makeshift winner circle here. Well,
it gets further and further away every year. Because it was in front, and then it became there, and then the guy got hit, and then they moved it further away.
Let's go to Doug.
Gumbel, Laverne, Hochstetler, Anderson, Indiana. Judith S. May, Charleston, Illinois. Laverne Hochstetler trains and drives the winner. Mile 2:06, 2/5. This race sponsored by Gay Smith Associates.
Right, so we'll wait for Doug to give us that official. But I did have to the 3/4 and 1:36 and 4. Final mile time 2:06 and 2. So that was a 29-2. Final quarter 29-3. Sorry, 29-3 final quarter. Right? No, 2. I don't know. Numbers, numbers and math. I'm sure somebody will correct me, and that's fine. I'll wait for the official. See, Sam, you had to say something. You said that we were going to be fast, and now we gotta wait a little bit. We gotta wait for photo finish, and it's Jim, right? We did see Jim here earlier.
It's Jim. So it's going to be double the time.
3, Miss Erie 2, 4 Country Coley 6, the 5 Ostarina 4, 6 Queen Myra the winner 2:06 2/5, 33 and 3, 104 and 4, 136 and 4, 5 3 2 6 4 1 on the bottom.
Well, we're not going to get the quarters, I guess. I didn't miss them, right? Anyway.
And that's okay.
That's okay. We do go 3-6-2, so the 3 edged out Twyla L. 2:06 and 2 for our winner, though, Queen Mira. We are almost knocking on the door of halfway through this evening's card. So far, so good. Race number 8 coming up, second division of sophomore filly trotters. Field of 5. Everything is looking clear at the moment, so I've got no changes to share. So join us back here in a moment. We'll talk about the field.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
For 100 years, the values at BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
You gotta spend money to make money. That stresses me out.
Yeah. That's why it's called gambling.
Are we back?
And I'm gambling with your patience right now,
are we
right?
Back?
Yes,
we
are.
So sorry. We just can't get enough, I guess. We just keep talking. We are back, though. Race 8 of 16. So we're knocking on the door of halfway through day 1 of 2 of the Shelby County Fair here in Sidney, Ohio. It says it's 82 degrees outside. I think it's much nicer than that. We had a lot of cloud cover, and I was a little worried about looming weather this morning at Marysville. It was kind of dark in some spots, especially leaving. Once we wrapped up with the fair races towards the behind the grandstand, it was actually really dark, but I did not drive through any rain getting here, and it's been beautiful. Actually, Sidney, has, I should knock on wood. I have no wood around me because we still have a card tomorrow, but they've always had great weather.
Do you know what the origin of knocking on wood is?
No, please enlighten me.
Sammy?
I'm sorry, I can't. Hey, Sammy. All right, what? Enlighten us.
You don't
know?
Nope.
Okay, so back in the Dark Ages, or maybe even longer, the Druids used to go in the forest and summon demons by knocking on trees.
I'm confused, Chris. Why do you? What?
Why
would you? Why would you do that?
Why would the Druids do that?
Yeah, why would anybody
do
that?
The question is, why do we have it in our lexicon?
That's, you know what? That's
you go.
really good. You know what? You're right. You're right. That makes me nervous now. Shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I stopped saying it because I heard that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. Learn something new every day, good or bad.
Horses are coming to the track for the 8th race. 3-year-old.
We at least have 3 out, and I think Doug's going to go to post parade. We're looking for a field of 5, so maybe they'll catch up. Doug is just all business, trying to get him out.
Carson and Conrad. Number 2 is Sizzling Marcy, driven by Jason Beatty. 3, Mill Street Parker. Randy Tharps drives. Number 4 is Hang Tide Honey L, driven by Hank Levan. The 5, Passion with a Sigh. Jeff Nicesonger in her sulky.
We haven't had good post parades, unfortunately. I think the one is on the backside. We are trying to roll them so quickly we are not giving even Horsemen a second to get in order, but that's all right. They are in front of us, right? No. So we did have a change. No? Where's Carson at? I thought we already saw Carson. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to take a gander. On the rail for the 8th race, going for a purse of $3,562. Carson Conrad on Lady Lena. This is a Steve Carter trainee. This is a Muscle Up the Goal filly as well, out of a Chapter 7 mare, Chapter of Love. 11 seasonal starts with 3 wins, 1 second, 2 third-place finishes. Most recently at Piketon, did have a third in 2 minutes and 3/5. Start before that, though, was in the Buckeye Claiming Series at Scioto Downs. Did get the money, unfortunately missed the board, but we did have a 4th-place finish and trotted her mile in 57-2 final quarter, 31-4. Even further back for Lady Lena, we do have a win at Scioto, non-winners of 1 in 55-3, and that's her lifetime mark. She's got $16,000 on the year so far.
Into Sizzling Marcy, driven by Jason Beatty for trainer Brian Georges. Has 7 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 1 third. 2 seconds have been back-to-back from Washington Courthouse and Wilmington, and the win was there at Circleville in 2:09.1, making that her lifetime mark.
Mill Street Parker leaving from the 3rd post position. King Coffin trains Randy Tharps. We've seen him in a lot in the bikes this year. This is a creatine filly out of a Chapter 7 mare. 10 starts on the year with a single win, and that came 2 back at Northfield, also in the Buckeye Claiming Series. She was a winner just by a neck there. But we do have a couple faster miles to mention. Looks like she can go consistently around 57. We even have a Scioto Downs start where she did get a check 5th in 1:56.4. Final quarter at Scioto for that race was 28-3. She's already made $15,000 on the year, just shy of $30,000 lifetime.
In the 4, Hang Tight Honey L, driven, trained, and owned by Hank Levan, has 14 starts this year with 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 3 thirds. The last win and start was at Piketon in 2 minutes flat. And then the other one was at Circleville. Lifetime mark is 158-1 at Scioto Downs, her 2-year-old year.
Rounding out the field, starting from the far outside of the gate, James Cargo trains, passing with a sigh. Jeff Nicesonger in the bike. This is a Long Tom filly out of a Groton Hall mare. There's another stud that I am not familiar with. Last go out was a winner at Lebanon in the Fair Stakes, 2:04.1 there. Do have some faster miles to share with you. Looks like when we're headed over to Scioto, We do like to go in about 58 in a piece there. It seems to close a little bit. She kind of teeters around the 29 to 28 final quarter. And there is your field. We're going to roll it on up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 8th and field of 5.
Here they come. The romp and trotting, hang tight, Honey L on the outside. Lady Lena to her inside. Coming out in third, Sizzling Marcy into the turn. Mill Creek Parker fourth. The early treader, patient with a sigh. At the opening 8th, the leader, hang tight, Honey L. Hank Levan will guide him up the backside for the first time. Lady Lena getting that 2-hole trip. Third, down the backside, that is Sizzling Marcy. Mill Street Parker next, and patient with a sigh. Trails the field, straight alignment, front to back. 8 lengths separate the fillies by the opening quarter and into the turn. Hang tight, Honey L has the fillies by the quarter. 31 4/5. Lady Lena right there second. Trotting third, Sizzling Marcy racing fourth. Mill Creek Parker and patient with a sigh trails the field. Still in straight alignment and no movement as yet to go after the leader. Hang tight, Honey L, as they pass the stand for the first time and trot to the half. Lady Lena is second, racing third and peeking to the outside. Sizzling Marcy racing fourth. Mill Street Parker and continue to trail the field. Patient with a sigh. They're halfway home at the half in 101 4/5. On the 5/8 they trot. Hang tight, Honey L will guide them to the 3/4. Lady Lena right there second. Sizzling Marcy third. Mill Street Parker fourth. Up the inside. Patient with a sigh fifth. Midpoint of the backside. She's got every call. Hang tight, Honey L has the lead. Lady Lena. Then it's 2 back to Sizzling Marcy. Another 2 to Mill Street Parker. Patient with a sigh. Up the inside is now fourth and shuffled the last. Into the turn. Mill Street Parker. 3/4 in 133 3. They're into the far turn. And it's still hang tight, Honey L. Lady Lena will come to the outside. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Off the turn, it is hang tight, Honey L. Lady Lena on the outside. They're inside the final 16th. Coming to the line, hang tight, Honey L. Makes it 2 in a row. Lady Lena second. Sizzling Marcy third. Patient with a sigh fourth. Home fifth to 3. Mill Street Parker. The mile 2:02 2/5.
.202 and 2/5 for our winner, Hang Tight Honey L. That's 2 in a row in Ohio in the fair circuits for that in-range filly. 15 starts now on the year with 3 wins. So I'm trying to remember where she raced last year, if she was just a fair horse last year. Hang Tight Honey L made $70,000 as a freshman in 18 starts with 10 wins. I want to say that she was primarily a fair horse, and did she win the fair final? I'm trying to think. Maybe that's where a portion of that money came from. Might have been the fair final last year. Held at Northfield Park. Hank has had a very good couple of days. Marysville, which is pretty much his home fair. Hank trains the last handful of years. They built their own facility outside of Woodstock near Marysville, but they were at Marysville for a number of years. I think over the 2-day span at Marysville, Hank won 5.
Do you know who the leading driver is currently?
It's probably Hank still.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
3-year-old filly, Trot Ohio Colt Racing Association, second division. Number 4, Hang Tight Honey L. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by In Range out of the father Patrick Mayer. Their mother Lynn. Levan Stables, Woodstock, Dharma Fall Racing, Sylvania, Hurley Racing, Dublin, Ohio. Megan Levan of Woodstock. Hank Levan trains and drives the winner, Hang Tight Honey L. Home in 2:02 2/5, blanket by Shelby County Fair. The winner $4, $3.20. 4-1-2 try, $27.80. 4-1 exact, $8.20. Results are official. Number 1, Lady Lena, 2. The 2, Sizzling Marcy, 3. 3, Mill Street Parker, 5. 4 Hang Tight Honey L, the winner. The 5 Patient with a Sci 4. 202 2/5, the quarter 31 4. The half 101 4, 3/4 133 3. 235-14 on the bottom. 9th race coming up in 8 minutes. Number 2, Annie, Are You Okay? Will be driven by Greg Luther. Greg Luther drives the 2. Annie, Are You Okay? Windows are open. Win place.
Actually, we are officially halfway through.
We are. Turning the page for race 9, though. Third division of the Freshman Philly Pacers are coming up next. Purse of $5,192. You got our only change there. Looking for a field of 5. Greg Luther now to drive the 2. Annie, Are You Okay? Give us just a moment to thank our sponsors, and we'll be back.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
We're back halfway through the card, headed now into race 9 of 16 this evening. Joining myself, Ashley Daly, and I've got Sam Mayhew beside me on the mic, and also kind of on the mic, but really behind the camera. Chris Santa Caterina.
It smells like onions.
What is wrong with you? I'm going to start having to run the camera just so I knew when to mute you. Chris, you're here tomorrow with me?
Yes.
Yeah, then what's the rest of your week look like?
Free. I'm free.
But you actually have a full-time job outside of this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I do. It's the best job I ever had.
Well, I'm glad, though. Really? You've only been in it for a handful of months, yeah? Or weeks,
started
months?
last day of March, so
okay.
April, May, June, July. So 4 months.
Where you work for Equibase?
Correct.
Where are they based out of?
Lexington,
Oh,
and they have an office
okay.
in New York.
Gotcha.
I don't know what they do in New York.
I mean, there's a lot of racing in New York. Thoroughbreds, too.
Very
for
true.
Sure.
That's a great point. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I always forget New York's
pretty,
kind of a huge racing state.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
absolutely.
Which is odd for me because, like, Illinois used to be like that. California used to be like that. And it just
I know.
pooped.
Tell us about, so you're from Illinois.
Correct.
Did you grow up outside of Chicago? Is that where you?
Yeah,
okay.
south side Chicago.
And I just saw something about
Hawthorne.
people were, concerned
Yeah.
about Hawthorne being sold for a data center, I think was.
Did you see a data center, like they noted that in what you read?
It was a Thoroughbred news
Okay.
source that raised alarms
That's
about it,
the
but I
rumor.
don't know if that, okay, so
That's
it's a
the
rumor still.
Yeah. So they were up for auction. They got no bids the first time. The second one, they got a bid from a Delaware company, a company in Delaware.
The state, Delaware.
State of Delaware, not Delaware North.
'Kay.
And the rumor is that they're going to turn it into a data center, which is it's kind of a double whammy because the track is closing, and then
It turned
the
into,
atrocity that will be put up in its place.
Actually, this area, Sidney and Piqua, just a little bit further south from here, have been battling hard
Yes.
to keep their property, their own property. Recently, Urbana is currently under a huge lawsuit that they were trying to build, technically not on public land, but it was Urbana. I could just speak because, again, that's home, kind of stayed in the know of that. We have a place called Cedar Bog, which is a nature reserve that they were wanting to build directly next to. Yeah,
Yes.
it's been a huge issue, issue.
And
And why we have so many? That's what I can't wrap my head
why
around.
do we need this many? Yes, and our AI is running fine right now. So you got to think.
There's some other.
Yeah, are they planning something to be released that they're going to need these data centers to handle?
Well, that's right. It's right beside Scioto Downs, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have one there?
Oh, massive. Right beside Scioto Downs. Massive.
That has to be fun. There's one that was, I forgot where it was, maybe California. They're putting it next to a zoo. So I'm sure that would be great for the animals and their welfare.
Their constant noise and everything else.
And there's rare animals almost extinct that they're trying to get to breed. And they're concerned that it's not going to happen if this data center is over there.
See, I think sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, if you look at a map, you guys at home want to look at a map of all the proposed data centers in Ohio. It's in almost every,
deep. Oh, yeah,
almost every county.
Here's the one. She's away with driver Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2, Annie, are you okay? Greg Luther will drive. Number 4, Bang Bang Jesse with driver Alex Hawk. Number 5 is Rose Run Cadence. Doc Holliday in the sulky. Out shortly will be the 3, Monte Claire, and driver Hank Levan.
The 14th at Wilmington was second back by about 4 lengths in 2 minutes and 4/5. We do have a qualifier early July at Scioto Downs. Although finished 8th, did pace her mile in 59 and 1.
And 2, Annie, Are You Okay? Driven by Greg Luther for trainer Todd Luther, has 2 starts this year, both at Scioto. The one finished 6th, but paced in 1:55 and 2.
Our 3-horse, Hank Levan, trying to go back-to-back with Monte Claire. This is a Monte Mickey filly. 6 lifetime starts, 2 wins with 2 second-place finishes. Over $7,000 made in just those 6 starts. Last go was at Piketon, where she was wire-to-wire. Winner with over a length to spare in 2:03 and 1. Way back, though, in the middle of June 15th, we did have a qualifier at Scioto to reference. She paced that mile in 58 and 3. Final quarter, 28 and 3.
And 4, Bang Bang Jesse, driven by Alex Hawk for trainer Brian Georges, has 3 starts this year, with the last start at Washington Courthouse. Finished 5th, but had a 2:06 and 3 time.
Rounding out the field, Rose Run Cadence, Todd Luther and Ken Holliday going to team up once again on this lather up filly. She's out of Ideal Gal, the Western Ideal mare. 2 lifetime starts, has yet to hit the board, but has made $1,000, and that came in the last start. She was in the Buckeye Stallion Series, the straight BSS at Scioto on July 23rd. She finished 5th there, back by just about 5 lengths from the winner, and won 55 and 3. This is another filly that the Luthers dropped into the next generation on July 4th. Unfortunately, she was out of the money, drew the 8-hole, just got away in the back of the pack, and they just go a little too fast in those kinds of stakes, but she's still paced in 55 there, so she's got plenty of motor yet to give. Technically, her lifetime marks in a qualifier in 59 and 4. We are slowly headed to the gate here. Lots of obstruction, so trying to keep track of the horses. If you haven't caught on yet, day 1 of Sidney is Ladies' Night. It's been all fillies, and tomorrow join me back here. I'll be with I just said it earlier, I think Jeremy Moore. Chris will be behind the camera once again. So if you just love his commentary, make sure you come back at 5 p.m. tomorrow for the boys right here at Sidney. And I think we are undisputed. I think Sidney is the only fair that goes tomorrow. And then we'll have a couple days away from county fairs, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will have Ohio State Fair Stakes at Scioto Downs. First leg of the Triple Crown, if anybody doesn't know.
5 of them on the wings of the Mike Webber starting gate.
Let's roll on up to Doug Ballinger, the call of the 9th, 3rd Division, freshman Philly Pacers.
They're off and pacing. Rose Run Cadence goes right to the front, up the inside. Annie, are you okay? On the outside, Monty Claire. On the inside, she's away, comes out in 4th. The early trader, Bang Bang Jesse at the opening 8th. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Rose Run Cadence and Doc Holliday. Monty Claire up on the outside. Are you okay? Racing 3rd. She's away 4th and trailing up the field. Bang Bang Jesse to the opening quarter they go. Monty Claire up on the outside as they race into the turn. Monty Claire on the outside. Rose Run Cadence around the turn by the opening quarter. 3rd, Annie, are you okay? 4th, she's away and trailing the field. Bang Bang Jesse opening quarter paced in 32 and 4/5 on the retake. Rose Run Cadence retakes that lead for Doc Holliday. 2nd is Monty Claire. Annie, are you okay? Racing 3rd. She's away 4th and continue to trail the field as they come on over to the halfway point. And Monty Claire, they're at the half. Monty Claire getting that 2-hole trip. Bang Bang Jesse's the trailer. Halfway home in 101 and 2/5. Rose Run Cadence will guide the fillies to the backside. Monty Claire right there races nose to helmet. Annie, are you okay? 3rd. She's away will come to the outside 4th. Trailing the field. Bang Bang Jesse across the backside with the final time. Rose Run Cadence, the leader, opens up at 2 3/4. Monty Claire 2nd. Out and on the move, she's away. Annie, are you okay? 4th. Bang Bang Jesse trails the field. 3/4 in 1:33 and 3. Midway round the turn and opening up with each and every stride. Doc Holliday and Rose Run Cadence, the 2-year-old Bay Phillip Lather up, has the lead by 5. 2nd is she's away. Racing 3rd, Monty Claire. Annie, are you okay? 4th. Bang Bang Jesse trails. Coming to the line, almost there. Rose Run Cadence, Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday's 4th winner on the card. She's always 2nd on the outside. Annie, are you okay? The mile 2:04.
2:04 for our winner. Rose Run Cadence, first lifetime win in 3 tries. Doc Holliday notches another win on the evening, as well as Todd Luther, our trainer. Let me get my stats out here. Ken Holliday, 4 for him and 4 for Todd Luther. Greg Luther was in there driving one of Todd's horses, but he gets the win as an owner and a 3rd place finish in driving and owning. Not a bad payday.
No.
5-1-2 unofficial. That's how I had them come across the wire as well. Again, final mile time 2:04 flat. Rose Run Cadence.
So are you planning on getting fair food for dinner?
No, probably not. I'm so close to home, I don't think I need to.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just going to roll. Every time I stop at a fair, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do good. I'm just going to walk away. And then I'm starving by the end of it, and I always cave.
What's your go-to?
Ooh.
Either a sweet or actual food.
I'm going to have to think about that for a minute, Sam. It's actually not that easy. I don't know. What is my go-to? I'm not a fried Oreo fan.
Neither am I.
Never had a fried Oreo.
Never? I knew you were weird.
Yeah, That's the one that you confirm it with, right?
Let's put Doug on.
First career win. The mile, 2:04. It's race sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. $2.60, $3 in the winner. 512 try, $26.20. 51 exacta, $69.60. Number 1, she's away, 2. Number 2, Annie, are you okay? 3. 3, Monty Claire, 4. Number 4, Bang Bang Jesse, 5. 5, Rose Run Cadence, a winner. 2:04. 32 and 4. 101 and 2. 133 and 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 on the bottom. 10th race, field of 5, no changes. Win, place, exact, and trifecta. Bring them on. Deborah L. War Cry. No tan lines. Tip and Tequila. And I Love Desi.
Control 4, race 9 now. Something I noticed. Has anybody seen going into the winner's, again, makeshift winner circle?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had any horses shy away from those blankets. Like it's pretty windy out here. I'm sure you guys have been able to, catch it when our horses are walking into the winner circle. Wind's picked up. I'm surprised even 2-year-olds haven't shied away at all. Maybe I've missed them though. Maybe I'm talking incorrectly. All right, turning the page. Race 10 though. 10 of 16. Third division of sophomore filly pacers. $3,756. Looking for a full field of 5. I currently do not have any changes, so we'll be right back. Let's thank our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Welcome back to Shelby County Fair. We're waiting for the horses to get on the track for the 10th race for the 3-year-old filly's pace. Purse going in $3,756. The crowd is dying down a little bit, but still having some good fans encouraging the horses.
Sammy, I think there's still a good chance that you're going to be a driver one day.
I don't think so.
No?
I am too busy right now to even think about that. I would love to be able to drive for my family's stable, but I don't foresee that actually happening.
Well,
it's going to be one of those dreams that I just always have but never actually do.
you could follow in the footsteps of Gertrude Taylor and Jasmine Arnold. And
Yep. That's what inspired me at the beginning, was watching the ladies pace at Circleville when I was young.
They can be feisty.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever driven a horse, like warm up or anything?
I train. I do not warm up. I was going to last year, but again, got too busy, didn't have time, and the time I was going to, then I ended up not going to the race. So
bummer.
Yep. But being in college, it kind of pushes that off for a little bit. Try to make as many races as I can, but still got some things that pop up here and now.
What degree are you seeking?
So I'm going to Ohio State University for ag business and applied economics.
That's right.
Yep.
Here's Doug.
$56, field of 5, no changes. Number 1 is Deborah L., the driver Hank Levan. Here's a 5, I Love Desi with Jeff Nicesonger. Number 3, No Tan Lines, Alex Hawk. The 4, Tip and Tequila, driven by Roy Wilson. And coming to the track shortly is the 2, War Cry, Randy Thorpe, still pass in front of the stands. You can go to the gate. They'll be to the gate in about 3 minutes. Win place exact to try on the 10th race.
Alrighty, we are going to start going through these horses. We got on the rail, Deborah L., driven and trained by Hank Levan, is a Racing Hill 3-year-old filly. Has 15 starts this year with 2 wins, 1 second, and 2 thirds. The last start was at Piketon, and the last win was at Wellston in 2:03-1. In 2, War Cry, driven by Randy Tharp's trainer is Michael Arnold. For owners Joseph Nichols, Dean Posey, and John Kelsler, is a Summa Colade filly with 16 starts this year and 1 win, which was the last start at Lebion. Has 4 seconds and 5 thirds as well. Lifetime has made just over $60,000, and lifetime mark is at Lebion at 159-2. In 3, No Tan Lines, driven by Alex Hawk. For trainer Travis Reedon, is a 3-year-old Hankey Cruiser filly with 9 starts and 2 wins this year. First win was at Circleville and the second at Ottawa, with a lifetime mark of 2:02-3. In the 4, Trippin' Tequila, driven by Roy Wilson for trainer Tommy Jones, is a down by the seaside filly with 11 starts this year. 3 wins. The last start was a win at Washington Courthouse in 2 minutes and 3/5. In the 5th, I Love Desi is a bit of a legend filly driven by Jeff Nicesonger, and trainer is Mark Winters. Has 10 starts this year with 3 seconds and 1 third. Last start at Washington Courthouse had a second and 2:01-2. And they are heading to the gate now.
Three-year-old filly pacers for the 3rd division are all in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing out for the lead. Tip and Tequila. The inside, 0-10 lines. Racing on the inside, War Cry out in 4th. Deborah L. and the early trader. I Love Desi at the opening 8th on the inside. War Cries won the early battle, hung on the outside. No 10 lines across the backside. Tip and Tequila up the inside. Protecting it inside position is 3rd. Deborah L.'s 4th, and racing 5th is I Love Desi. Straight along alignment as they step by the opening quarter. They stop the timer at that quarter, and at 32 seconds around the turn to the 3/8 they go. Randy Thorpe's and War Cry shows the way. The 2-hole trip to Tip and Tequila and Roy Wilson out and on the move. Here comes I Love Desi. Was fifth at one time and is headed to the front end. I Love Desi clears for Jeff Nicesonger. War Cry racing second as they pass the stands. Tip and Tequila third. Racing fourth is No Tan Lines to the outside. Deborah L. They're halfway home in the leader. I Love Desi as they move into the turn. Halfway home, 101 4/5. War Cry racing second. Tip and Tequila third. Deborah L. with every stride. Now fourth and now third on the outside. No Tan Lines trails the field. Cross the backside for the final time. I Love Desi the leader. War Cry second. Racing third. Up the inside. Tip and Tequila. Deborah L. the outside. Trailing the field. No Tan Lines into the final turn. With the lead by 2.5. I Love Desi and Jeff Nicesonger. War Cry second. Coming to the outside. Here comes Tip and Tequila third. Deborah L. fourth. No Tan Lines trails the field. They're at the top of the stretch and they're off the turn and they're on their way home. And it's I Love Desi with the lead. War Cry second. Tip and Tequila coming to the line. I Love Desi. Jeff Nicesonger gets his second winner on the card. Up for second to four, Tip and Tequila. Over the 2, War Cry. The mile, 2:01.
2:01 flat for I Love Desi, our winner. First lifetime win. Didn't start as a 2-year-old at all. Now 11 starts as a 3-year-old. We just broke the maiden. I do have 5, 4, 2, 3 across the wire. Jeff Nicesonger gets his second driving win on the card. Mark Winters, his first training victory. Clouds have moved in very quickly. Hopefully it doesn't mean it's going to get darker faster. Here comes Nicesonger trying to slow up, make that quick turn. Saying Doug's already called him out for the 11th. Drive-by photo there.
The 10th, third Division 3-year-old filly Pace, the 5. I Love Desi. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, a bit of a legend out of the Real Desire mare. I Got a Feelin' Fran, owned by the JR Stable. Mark Winters trains. Jeff Nicesonger gets his second winner on the card. The mile, 2:01. It's race sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. Number 1, Deborah L. 5. The 2, War Cry 3. Number 3, No Tan Lines finished 4th. The 4, Tip and Tequila 2. And number 5, I Love Desi, the winner. 2:01, 32. 101 4, 132 4. Top down 5, 3, 4. 2-1 on the bottom. I Love Desi, 25.40 to win. 5-4 exact, 18.80. 11th race up next. Field of 5, no changes. Win place, exacta try. Bring them on for the 11th. Bring them on.
Stressed me out for a minute. I Love Desi is out of I Got a Desire Fran, not I Got a Feeling Fran, because that's our filly. And I was like, wait a minute. I got a little confused because we have our nice OSS horse is the 3-year-old this year. It's like, well, she didn't have a twin that year. Turning the page now, race 11. 3rd Division Freshman Filly Trotters, $3,829. Right now it's clear. Got no changes to share for you. As I take a look, we probably won't have any changes. So give us just a moment to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'll be right back.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
I think race 11, right? That's what we're
Yep.
race 11. I think we just missed it. I'm sure we saw it. You guys saw it before I did. Sometimes I don't always look at the tote board, but the last winner paid $25. Yeah, there we go. Now it's back up. Exacta 1880. And our winner returned $25.40. I don't know how much was in the win pool. Race 11 is the third division of the 2-year-old filly trotters. If we take a look back, let's see how fast these other ladies have gone. Second division was race 7. They went in 2:06 and 2, and that was won by Queen Mira, Laverne Hotstetler. And division 1 was the third race. They went in 2:07 flat. So 2:06 and 2 right now is the fastest divisional time going into race 11. Taking a look at this field, they might be bad and faster than that. Might. We'll see. It's a lot of fair horses. Some have stepped it up once or twice into the Buckeye Stallion Series. Fortunately, didn't hit checks for those two, but we've just... The 3-horse there, Royal Time, did set the or equal the track record. Was that Ottawa or Paulding? I can't remember now. Maybe. Wow, my memory's going blank, going bad already. Regardless, though, she is technically a track record, divisional track record holder. Royal Time is, so it's possible we'll see faster than 2:06 and 2 in this field of girls. Sam, you asked me earlier, and I had to think about it too long. Yes. Passport. Is that what passport? Where were you? Mount Vernon. Which, both cards? One card. In the afternoon? I gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
Just threw it.
Anyway, sorry, we were signing passports. We're gonna try to go to the.
See, the driver is Tyler Cook. Here's the 4, Mama Drama with Jeff Nicesonger, racing with trotting hobbles. The 2 is Hot Trottin' Patty. Cody Greeno drives the 2. Passing in front of the stands, the 5, Miss Chattanooga with driver Doc Holliday. Number 3, Hot Trottin' Royal Time. The 3 Royal Time, Carson Conrad in her sulky. Field of 5, take 1, score, and go to the gate. Win place, exacta. Trifecta on the 11th. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Looking at the field of 5 in race 11, 3rd division, freshman filly trotters, Wine Slushy on the rail. Tyler Cook trains, drives, and co-owns this Volstead filly alongside Mike Bradley of Indiana. She's out of Tally Blue Trip, a credit winner mare. 3 lifetime starts with a win and 2 third-place finish. So she's never been worse than 3rd. She's already got $3,700 on the board. Her first and only win was at Wilmington, wire to wire there in 2:09.3. Final quarter at Wilmington, 29.2. Originally a $6,500 purchase from the Buckeye Classic.
In the 2, Hot Trottin' Patty, driven by Cody Greeno, is for trainer Ed Greeno Jr., is a 3rd Pat filly with 3 starts this year with 2 thirds, one of those being its last start at the Versailles in 2:04 flat.
Royal Time, Dalton Walls trains, Carson Conrad gets the drive. Bruce Wall and Gina Bowman do own this in-range filly out of Pure Royalty and RC Royalty mare. 5 lifetime starts with 3 wins, 1 second, and 1 third place finish. Another one that's never been worse than 3rd. Over $9,100 already on her card. Last go was at Lebanon. She was 2nd, but start before that was at Wilmington, where she was a winner in 2:03.3. 29.2 final quarter, and that is her lifetime mark.
In 4, Mama Drama, driven and trained by Jeff Nysonger, has 4 starts this year with 1 win, 1 second, with the win being at Washington Courthouse last week and 2:07 flat, making that its lifetime mark.
Starting from the far outside, we've got Miss Chattanooga. Ken Holiday once again teams up for Todd Luther, our trainer. Greg Luther, our owner here. She's a filly by Long Tom out of Missive, a muscle massive mare. 4 lifetime starts with a first, second, and a third. $4,400 on the card. Last win came at the Lebanon, so 2 back. She was a winner by over a length in 2:05.1. Should say she's one that tried to step it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto in the middle of July. July 14th was her start there. Looks like she was trying to cut the mile, left quickly off the gate out of the 2-hole. Unfortunately, did make a break and headed inside the pylons to finish 7th in 2:01.3 though. So it looks like she eventually did get back and keep trotting on home. Like I said, lifetime mark was at Lebanon, 2:05.1 for our 5-horse, Miss Chattanooga. Moving into position, going to head down the stretch from the rail out. We've got Wine Slushy, Hot Trottin' Patty, Royal Time, Mama Drama, and Miss Chattanooga for race 11, this 3rd division of our young filly trotters. Here's Doug Ballinger with the call.
Breaker the 2. Hot Trottin' Patty. They're up then trotting. Royal Time goes right out to the front. Field of trotters into the opening turn. Sit on the outside. Here comes Jeff Nysonger and Mama Drama. 3rd, Wine Slushy racing 4th is Miss Chattanooga, and trailing the field. Hot Trottin' Patty across the backside they trot. Mama Drama, Jeff Nysonger grabbed the lead. Royal Time gives way 2nd, trotting 3rd, Wine Slushy. Trotting 4th, Miss Chattanooga, and trailing the field. Hot Trottin' Patty, straight alignment as they trot by the quarter. Into the turn, the leader, Mama Drama, opening quarter, 33 seconds. 2-year-old bay for the Uncle Peter, looking for a 2nd of the season. Mama Drama, Jeff Nysonger lead it. 2nd on the inside, Royal Time. 3 back to Wine Slushy. 3rd, trotting 4th, Miss Chattanooga, and trailing the field. Hot Trottin' Patty. Passing the stands first time, coming to the half on top of the field. Mama Drama with the lead. Racing 2nd is Royal Time. Out and on the move, Miss Chattanooga now 3rd. 4th is Wine Slushy. 5th is Hot Trottin' Patty. Off a half in 1:03 1/5 to the 5/8 they trot. With the lead, Mama Drama. Royal Time along the pylon 2nd. Miss Chattanooga did her outside 3rd. Wine Slushy is 4th, and trailing the field is Hot Trottin' Patty. They're 3/8 of a mile out and they're all chasing Mama Drama. They're on the leader's wheels. It's Mama Drama, and on the outside, Miss Chattanooga. Royal Time will need room third, locked in. On the outside comes Wine Slushy, and Hot Trottin' Patty is way back fifth. They trot 3/4, 1:35.4, and they trot the far turn, and it's still with a lead by 3 parts of a length is Mama Drama. Miss Chattanooga on the outside. Royal Time is third. Wine Slushy is fourth. Hot Trottin' Patty fifth. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. The leader, Mama Drama, and they're coming after the leader. Mama Drama with the lead on the outside. Miss Chattanooga, but coming to the line. Almost there. Mama Drama. Jeff Nisonger's third on the card. Miss Chattanooga home second. Royal Time third. 2:05, 4/5.
I was right. Thought that division we might see the fastest so far for that group. 2:05 and 4/5. And our winner, Mama Drama, Jeff Nisonger, trains and drives, and that's 2 in a row for that Uncle Peter filly. She went wire to wire last time out at Washington Courthouse as well.
And that is a new lifetime mark for her, too.
Third driving win for the day for Jeff Nisonger, second training win. Mama Drama is out of minor skirmish. That's what the word I'm looking for there. It's a Conway Hall mare, owned by Kathy G. LLC, Rush Creek Stables, and Nisonger Stables. Across the wire, I had 4:05.31. Final mile time 2:05 and 4. Opening quarter was 30 flat to the half, 1:03 and 1. 3/4, 1:35 and 4. And here is Jeff back in front of the winner circle. Goes back to back as a driver. I'm not sure exactly who's leading our drivers right now. If I had to guess, it is Hank. Hank's been, but Jeff was right there for a while with him. Actually, Roger Houston is who keeps track of that for us.
The 11th race, third division of the 2-year-old filly trot for $3,829. The 4, Mama Drama. She's the 2-year-old bay filly by Uncle Peter out of the Conway Hall mare, minor skimmage. Second win in 5 tries for Mama Drama. She's owned by Kathy G. LLC, Huntsville, Ohio. Rush Creek Stable. Nisonger Stable, Lebanon, Ohio. Jeff Nisonger trains and drives the winner. Jeff gets his third driving win on the card here at the Shelby County Fair. She returns $31 to win, 4-5 exacta, $48 even. Number 1, Wine Sussy, finished 4th. The 2, Hot Trottin' Patty, 5. Number 3, Royal Time, 3. The 4, Mama Drama, the winner. Number 5, Miss Chattanooga, 2. The mile, 2:05, 4/5. 33 for the quarter. 1:03 and 1, 1:35 and 4. Top down, 4:53, 1, 2 on the bottom. 12th race in 10 minutes. Jeff Nisonger to drive number 2 off the rails. Jeff Nisonger drives the 2 off the rails. Field of 5. Win place, exacta, trifecta on the 12th. Town Gal off the rails. Princess Mission, Prolific Range. Lemon Ginger, bring 'em on, 5 of you.
Official for race 11, Jeff Nisonger and Mama Drama. Fastest division so far of those fillies. Turning the page, coming up race 12 of 16, third division of sophomore filly trotters. You heard our only change so far. Now Jeff Nisonger to drive the 2 off the rails. Off the rails now, driven by Jeff Nisonger in this upcoming race. Give us a moment. Let's thank our sponsors, and we'll be back to talk to you about the field of 5.
Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Yeah. Race 12. Thanks for joining us all evening long here at Sidney, the Shelby County Fair. You know something I didn't mention earlier? I said I was in Seattle earlier in the day. I did a lot of hiking. When I go to these places, I actually plan a lot of my vacations around national parks. It's kind of my thing.
A lot of people go missing in national parks.
Well, I wish I would have. I wish I would have, but it's fine. Maybe I'll try again next time. I went into the Northern Cascades, the national park.
Okay.
I hiked 10 miles. I'm not necessarily an
in
inactive.
In 1 day or
yes,
like
in 1 day. Yes,
over
1 day.
a week?
Nope,
Okay.
1 day. I can't say I used to run. This time last year I was running quite a bit. I haven't, just the winter got me and then I got lazy and I haven't run. But I'm not an inactive person. But I hiked 10 miles and my knees felt every bit of 30. And that's young. But I was very concerned. Oh my gosh, I meant to tell you that earlier, Chris. Sam cannot relate. She's a whopping 20. Are you 21 yet? 20.
Nope, still 20.
I actually woke up the next morning, had a mass amount of knee pain. When I was in Colorado, I actually broke my knee. So,
oh, wow.
I have an old injury that was obviously flaring up, but my hips hurt. I was like, this is not good. This is so not good. This is just going to get worse.
Personal question.
I don't know if we're going to answer it, but okay, we'll try.
It's not that bad. Do you ingest a lot of peanut butter?
Oh, my goodness.
Really? Peanut butter? What is the correlation? I can't say that I do.
Sammy and I were talking about lectins yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with lectins?
I actually am.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. I'm not going to say that I'm an expert, obviously, because this is your first thought. So
it's some kind of protein that's in the skin of certain vegetables, beans, legumes.
I do eat a lot of beans.
Yeah, there you go. The only way to get rid of them in the beans is pressure cooker.
Okay.
So you can eat them.
So they're not good for me? That's what's causing my knee pain?
Basically, there's a theory, and it's not mainstream, but that...
what about you is mainstream?
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing.
I try to stay out of mainstream. That lectins cause a lot of inflammation.
Huh.
And there's a doctor, Dr. Gundry, he suggests that you take, replace your diet, get rid of all the lectins for like 2 weeks, and you'll notice a major difference.
Well,
and you'll never go back.
Maybe I'll have to plan that trip again. I'm going to hike the same 10 miles.
Do it.
And for 2 weeks, I'm not going to eat any peanut butter or beans.
Yes. Do you eat your peanut butter with beans?
No. I'll do a lot of weird things. That's not one of them.
3 out, need 2 more. 3, need 2 more.
I was telling Sammy that when I was a kid, I used to take a jar of peanut butter. And
this is going to get real weird.
No. I would take a chocolate bar and a jar of peanut butter and just dip the whole chocolate bar in there. And
that's a lot of calories.
Oh, my God, yes. And I could never gain weight when I was a kid.
Because you're a man.
No.
Something like that. It's a little genetic.
My cousin was always
big. Okay.
Like from birth.
We are looking for a field of 5 out here. We do have at least 3 out. Another one stepping on. We should be getting close to no more warm-ups is reality. Maybe I think we just had a warm-up step off the track. But next ones we'll probably keep rolling pretty good just because hitting the end of the race card already. Hope we've kept you entertained. Our conversations have been all over the place. Had a little weird entertainment.
Lectins,
a little
knocking on wood,
yeah.
data centers.
And you know, it all links back to you.
Yeah, the most interesting part.
We actually might post parade in order. Did we? Well, our 5 horses in the middle of the field, but we'll give it a go here. I don't think we've had a parade in order because we've just been pushing them out so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is Town Gal, the driver Ed Greeno Jr. Number 2, Off the Rails, driven by Jeff Nysonger. Ray Wilson drives number 3, Princess Mission. Number 4, Prolific Range with Ken Holliday. And the 5 is Lemon Ginger, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Field 5, take 1, score, and go to the gate. Win place, exact to try on the 12th. 4 minutes to
Sorry. Headed to the gate, 3rd Division, sophomore filly trotters, $3,562 on the rail. Town Gal, Ed Greeno Jr. trains and drives. Ed, well, pretty much owns. E.G. Trot of Finley does own as well. Creatine filly. Then have an Angus Hall mare, 2 seasonal starts, so she's just getting back on the game a little bit later than most 3-year-olds get going. But last go out was a Bucyrus, just in the fair stake, had a 4th place finish, so was in the money in 2:05 and 3 last year. However, the Town Gal did make almost $17,000 in 15 starts.
In the 2, Off the Rails, driven by Jeff Nysonger for trainer Deborah Swartz. It has had 9 starts this year with 2 wins, one at Northfield and the other one at Miami Valley. The Northfield one was in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Finished in 158 and 2. Has a lifetime mark of 155 and 3 there at Miami Valley, though, with making $42,000 lifetime.
Our 3 horse is Princess Mission. This is an Enterprise filly owned and trained by April Roach. Roy Wilson does get the drive. This is out of Princess Fortune, a Max Crown K mare. Had 9 seasonal starts last year, 10 starts so far this year, and we're still looking to break the maiden. However, 4,300 made on the year, 13,000 lifetime. 2 back at Lebanon. Did have a 3rd place finish, just back by 3/4 of a length in 2:04 and 2.
And 4, Prolific Range, driven by Ken Holliday for trainer Todd Luther, is an in-range filly. Has had 15 starts this year with 2 wins and 5 seconds, making $19,000 this year with a lifetime mark of 155 and 4. Did not race in 2025 as a 2-year-old. Had a win at Wilmington 2 weeks ago in 2:01 and 3.
Lemon Ginger starting from the far outside in the 5-hole. Mike Paul Hamus, as I just dropped my program, does train Alex Hawk, gets the drive here. Another one looking to break the maiden. Had 6 starts last year, just 1 start so far this year in 2026. We are looking to stay flat. I think every single start, unfortunately, we haven't made at least 1 break, so that's going to be the goal here today. Originally just a $5,000 purchase from the Blooded Horse Sale. There's your field of 5 for race 12. Doug Ballinger with the call.
Here they come. They were off and trotting out for the lead. Prolific Range on the inside. Off the Rails comes out in 2nd. Racing 3rd. Princess Mission field into the turn. Trotting 4th is Town Gal, and trailing up field Lemon Ginger. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Off the Rails leads the way for Jeff Nysonger. Right there 2nd. Prolific Range trotting 3rd. Princess Mission racing 4th is Town Gal, and trailing up field Lemon Ginger. Straight alignment as they trot by the opening quarter. On top of the field, the leader is Off the Rails for Jeff Nysonger. Opening quarter, 31 4/5. Trotting 2nd as they race on over to the 3/8 mark. Prolific Range racing next. Princess Mission. Then comes Town Gal. Trailing the field is Lemon Ginger. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Still on top. Off the rails, 3-0 Bay Phillip Enterprise has the lead and has it by a length. 2-hole trip belongs to Doc Holiday and Prolific Range. Trotting third, Princess Mission, a length to Town Gal fourth and way back. And trailing the field as they come on over to the half is Lemon Ginger. Half and 102 3/5 on the 5/8 they go, and they're all chasing. Off the rails to the back side. Second, Prolific Range racing third. Princess Mission trotting fourth is Town Gal, and Lemon Ginger trails the field. Off the rails continue to show the way at the midpoint of the back side. Prolific Range right there second. Princess Mission is third. Fourth is Town Gal. Fifth and last into the turn, Lemon Ginger. They trot 3/4 or they're into the far turn, and Off the Rails has them by 3/4 in 1:34 4 and begins to ease away. Off the rails, the leader by 2.5. Right there, second and ready to move. Prolific Range as they come to the top of the stretch. Princess Mission is third. Less than a 16th of a mile to trot. They're coming after the leader Off the Rails. Off the Rails needs the line. Coming on the outside after Prolific Range, but they're in time. Off the Rails will reach. Prolific Range second. Princess Mission will finish third. 2:03 1/5.
2:03 and 1. Off the Rails, Jeff Nysonger. That's his third driving win in a row. Fourth of the night, but this time for trainer Deb Schwartz. Off the Rails, 2:03 and 1. That's the third seasonal win for this Enterprise filly. What are you laughing at? Something. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, Off the Rails just added not quite 2,000 more to her cards. We're going to sit around $43,000 now lifetime for Off the Rails. Russ Schwartz was originally slated to drive Off the Rails. He got his 2,000th career driving victory at Circleville, and I don't think he's been in the bike since. He said he was retiring. He said he was done. Is that our entertainment? That's our entertainment. Here comes Jeff back in front of our grandstand.
5 of you back in front of the stands. 3 in a row for Jeff Nysonger. It's fourth on the card. The 2, Off the Rails. 3-year-old Brown Phillip Enterprise out of the Broadway Hallmare, Broadway Fantasy. Home with Deborah Schwartz, New Carlisle. Thomas Adams of Findlay, Ohio. Deborah Schwartz trains. Jeff Nysonger.
True.
His third driving win in a row, his fourth on the evening. Off the Rails, home in 2:03 1/5. This race sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. And Off the Rails returns $4.20 to win. 243 try, $6.20. 24 exacta, $4.80. Number 1, Town Gal 4. The 2, Off the Rails, the winner. Number 3, Princess Mission 3. 4, Prolific Range 2. 5, Lemon Ginger 5. 2:03 1/5. 31 and 4. 102 and 3. 134 and 4. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5 on the bottom. 13th race coming up. Field of 5. Bring them on. ATI race your own way. L. Woods, barefoot on the beach. Sunday Thunder.
It doesn't look like we're going to have any warm-ups. Is anybody else going to? Don't think so. So we should go really right to the gate here momentarily. Chris, something we haven't brought up that I wanted to bring up was last handful of years we've been working together here, there was the circus in the first turn, and we don't have that this year.
I think it was only last year. That was the first and only time that I've ever seen it or noticed it.
Really? I think it's been here for a couple of years.
Well,
okay, regardless, it was here last year. It was here, but I just saw, I walked through the barns. I parked back by the Horsemen and walked through the barns to get here, and there's a bunch of draft horses. I think they were Belgiums and things of that nature, and I just saw a horse canter around, so they must have traded out the circus for some kind of like, what's it called?
Boo.
When, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. When they do like acrobatics on the horse. There's a whole genre of riding for this, and I'm completely blanking on it. Do you know what I'm talking about, though? Like, it's legitimate. Like, they train extremely hard in these horses. They're on a lunge line, and these girls, not like just girls,
trick
but
riding.
So it's like
not quite trick riding.
So like
though.
a gymnastics on
I'm
a
gonna
horse.
find a video. Hold on.
You know, like they use that as a beam.
Yes, I mean truly.
Really?
Yeah. I'll find it. Regardless, we are going to roll next into race 13. We're going to give me just a moment to Google something, but let's thank our sponsors before looking into the next race.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
All right, I found the answer. Hopefully everybody was listening. When we went off air, we were talking about in the first turn. Unfortunately, our camera's not going to be able to pick it up, but I did see them when we were walking through. There were a bunch of draft horses and sport horses of that nature, and they were just cantering around in a circle over there, and it's vaulting. Equestrian vaulting is what I was talking about, where they do like gymnastics while a horse canters around. There's somebody on a lunge line
that's not happening here.
I'm telling you,
maybe
I don't know. There were just horses over there. I saw them, and they were not race horses. I promise.
You didn't see women karate.
I just saw a
right?
horse. I did see a horse cantering in a circle, and my immediate thought was circus combined with horses, equestrian vaulting. Sorry to disappoint, but hey, we've been learning so many things on this broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Just a few more to get you through 4 more races. Race 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'll be back here again tomorrow at 5 p.m. with 16 more. Be Chris behind the camera. So if you've enjoyed his commentary, come back for so much more tomorrow. And then myself and Jeremy Moore. I think it's Jeremy. I don't think it's Jason. I think it's Jeremy with me tomorrow. Last time I was with Jeremy, I had 24 races at Lebanon. That was a long evening. Our pace actually rivals Marysville today. Did you notice that? How many? I think it took us 2 hours to get through 9.
I thought there was trotters too, though.
What are you saying? What?
You said Pacers?
I'm about to mute you again. Take you off.
You need the buttons.
All right. Looks like our last horse is going to step onto the track for race 13. This is the 4th division of the sophomore Philly Pacers, going for $3,756. I have no changes. Shouldn't have any changes. We'll see who post parades here in just a moment. I think out of the now going to be 13 races that we've post paraded, I think our last one actually did post parade in order
for the first time.
But other than that, we have not been giving the horses enough time to even step onto the track to get in order.
The 3-year-old Philly Pace, $3,756, blanket by Shelby County Fair. A field of 5, there are no changes in the 13th. Number 1 is ATI Race Your Own Way, the driver Roy Wilson. Number 2, Elwoods with Chris Hope. Here's the 3, Barefoot on the Beach. Alex Hawk drives. Number 4, Sunday Thunder, driven by Jeff Nysonger. And number 5, I'm Gonna Be Famous, Pierce Henry in her sulky. Win place exacta, trifecta. Going to the gate in 4 minutes. Don't be shut out. We're back at it tomorrow evening, post time at 5 here at the Shelby County Fair.
Ready to introduce race 13, the 3-year-old Filly's Pace. On the rail is ATI Race Your Own Way, driven by Roy Wilson for trainer Tommy Jones, is a Racing Hill filly. Has 8 starts this year with 1 second and 2 thirds. The last 2 starts have been thirds at Washington Courthouse in Lebanon.
Elle Woods is our 2-horse. Chris Hope trains and drives the summa cum laude filly out of Eagle Yankee, an Art Major mare. Coming off of a second place finish just by a neck at Washington Courthouse, was second there in 2:02 and 1. We go a handful of starts back, though. We did step it up into the Buckeye Claiming Series at Scioto Downs back on June 5th. Was a winner in the BCS and 152 and 3. Final quarter there was 29 flat. 7 seasonal starts, 2 wins with 2 seconds. Almost $16,000 made on the year for Elle Woods.
In 3, Barefoot on the Beach, driven by Alex Hawk for trainer Randy Smith and owner Jessica Smith, is a Catch the Fire filly. Has 10 starts this year with 1 win down in Circleville at 2:02 and 3, making its lifetime mark, and also had 1 second and 1 third this year. In lifetime has made over $10,000.
The 4, Jeff Nysonger, going to try to go, 5 in a row, 4 in a row? I don't even know. Many. Jeff Nysonger, what kind of money is he taking? Actually, just sitting 12-1 right now. But Eddie Poling does train Sunday Thunder. This is a well-said filly out of a Dragon again mare, Thunder again, owned out of Anderson, Indiana by Oval R Harness. 11 seasonal starts with 1 win, and that came back at Northfield very beginning of May 9th, and just fillies, mares, non-winners of 1 with a claiming tag. Was a winner in 159 and 3. Start after that, though, we did have a mile time by her up there again at Northfield in 57 and 2, 6,600 on the year.
I'm Gonna Be Famous in 5, driven and trained by Pierce Henry, has had 10 starts this year with 2 seconds and 1 third. Gonna give it to Doug.
Here they come. Checks are available for the first 12. Bring those pads back. Checks for the first 12. They're off and pacing. ATI Race Your Own Way steps right out to the front. Elle Woods comes out in second. Racing third as they race around the turn. Barefoot on the Beach. Racing next and fourth is I'm Gonna Be Famous. Sunday Thunder trails the field across the backside for the first time. ATI Race Your Own Way. 3-year-old Bay Phillip Racing Hill leads the way for Roy Wilson. Elle Woods, Chris Hope right there, second. Third, Alex Hawk with Barefoot on the Beach. I'm Gonna Be Famous. Pierce Henry racing fourth and training the field. Sunday Thunder and Jeff Nysonger. Front to back, they're separated by 7 lengths, 33 and 3/5 as they race around the turn. ATI Race Your Own Way shows the way. Elle Woods is second. Barefoot on the Beach third. I'm Gonna Be Famous is fourth. Sunday Thunder continues to trail the field, and there's no movement as yet to go after the leader. ATI Race Your Own Way. Out and on the move on the outside. Here comes Barefoot on the Beach. Was third, now second and going after the leader. Elle Woods buried third. Fourth is I'm Gonna Be Famous. Sunday Thunder is fifth. Off a half in 103 and 4/5 to the 5/8 they go. ATI Race Your Own Way. Elle Woods up the inside. On the outside, Barefoot on the Beach. I'm Gonna Be Famous up the inside fourth. Sunday Thunder is fifth, and off stride is Elle Woods as they go to the opening quarter. Elle Woods jumps it off, makes a miscue as they race into the far turn. ATI Race Your Own Way. They're into the far turn. 3/4, 133 and 2. ATI Race Your Own Way has the lead. Barefoot on the Beach racing second, racing third. Sunday Thunder fourth is I'm Gonna Be Famous. Trailing the field, Elle Woods. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Coming to the line, ATI Race Your Own Way, Roy Wilson. Second, the 3, Barefoot on the Beach. Third, the 4, Sunday Thunder. The mile, 2:02 2/5.
ATI Race Your Own Way gets the win. 2:02 and 2 for Tommy Jones. Roy Wilson gets his first driving victory of the night.
First lifetime win for ATI Race Your Own Way.
Went off 9-5 actually. Been beaten on the door. This filly has. She's by Racing Hill out of Atlantic Philly, a Pacific Fella mare owned by Robert Beachy of Berlin, Ohio. They said been knocking on the door. Last 2 starts have been back-to-back third place finishes, and the start before that, 2 back from that, I should say, at Ottawa had a second place. So has been figuring it out. Bred, of course, by Ohio State ATI up in Worcester. They have a standardbred program. I actually don't know how large. We had a stud stand up there. Deep Chip. I might be dating that horse quite a ways. Deep Chip stood over there probably, like 2000. Wow, when would that have been? Early 2010s maybe we had a horse stand there. Did quite well.
$756. Number 1, ATI Race Your Own Way. 3-year-old Bay Phillip Racing Hill on the Pacific Fella mare, Atlantic Philly. Robert Beachy, Berlin, Ohio owns. Tommy Jones trains. Roy Wilson in the sulky. The mile, 2:02 2/5. Like by Shelby County Fair. Barn area 14th. Bring 'em right on. Tricked you out. Coach me to win. Authentic City. Flowers City and Steady Mind. Authenticity. Flowers Victory. Steady Mind. Coach me to win. Tricked you out. Results are official. Number 1, ATA. Race Your Own Way, the winner. Number 2, Elwoods. 5. 3, Barefoot on the Beach, 2. The 4, Sunday Thunder, 3. And number 5, I'm Gonna Be Famous, finished 4th. The mile, 2:02 2/5. 33 and 3 for the quarter, the half 103 and 4, 3/4 paced 133 and 2, 152, 3, 4 on the bottom. ATI Race Your Own Way, 580, 480. Exacta 1 and all, 940 on that exacta. 14th race, field of 5. Come right to the track.
Race 13 official for ATI Race Your Own Way, 2:02 and 2. First lifetime win. We break that maiden. Race 14 up next. Just 3 more to bring you. It's been a great race program so far. Race 14 is the 4th division of the 2-year-old filly trotters. I've got no changes as of currently. So give us just a moment. We'll talk about the rest of the field after we thank our sponsors.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead, sire of multi-million-dollar performers with his first big crop of talented 2-year-olds making their mark on the track. Also standing Slay, son of Chapter 7, with his highly anticipated first crop of yearlings selling this fall. And Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner with his first crop of 2-year-olds hitting the track this summer. Looking for your next superstar? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients proudly offer high-quality yearlings with pedigree, conformation, and performance potential at public auctions this season. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
We are back Race 14 of 16 coming up. That's a weird noise. Is it a ride? Is it a fair ride?
I think so,
It's a dragon.
Race 14 is the 4th division of 2-year-old filly trotters. As I mentioned earlier, I'm back here. Chris is back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. post time, and I don't think we have any fares to fight with, so we hope you join us. And then the rest of the weekend, we'll take a little step away, very brief step away from the county fairs. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to be at, I shouldn't say we are, but Horsemen will be at Scioto Downs for the Ohio State Fair Stakes. OHHA will be there on Saturday for a number of reasons. We're going to be there for the TV and tickets giveaway, and we also have a youth gathering. And then Saturday evening is also the Northfield Fair, Summit County Fair held at Northfield Park, and that one's always huge. So make sure you tune in. And I think right now post time probably still is 6, but we'll see how many drop in the box. They tend to move that one up.
For Hank Levan. Number 3 is Authenticity with Charles Bullen. 4, Flowers Victory. The driver is Kevin Detweiler. Number 5, Steady Mind, Doc Holliday. And out shortly will be the 2, Coach Me to Win. Carson Conrad will be in her sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place, exacta, trifecta. 4 minutes to wager on the 14th. You have 4 minutes to wager.
So, Sam?
Sure. Alrighty, we're going to start introducing the 14th race here for the 2-year-old fillies trot. Purse of $3,829, 4th division. In the 1, we got Tricked Ya L, driven and trained by Hank Levan, is a Play Tricks on Me filly, owned by Levan Stables. Has had 6 starts this year with 3 wins, 2 seconds, and 1 third. Had a win at Bucyrus last week and 203 flat.
Coach Me to Win, leaving from the 2nd post position. Steve Carter trains Carson Conrad to drive. This is a Coach K Hanover filly out of a muscle, massive mare. 2 lifetime starts with a win, and that came 2 back at Scioto Downs in the first leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series on July 14th. Was a wire-to-wire winner there in 158-4. Just came back recently to start in that 2nd leg of the BSS at Bucyrus. Unfortunately made a break behind the gate, but did come back and still trotted her mile in at 2:08.3 there.
And the 3, Authenticity, driven by Charles Bowen, is trained by Mark Winters, is a long tom filly with 4 starts this year and 1 second at Ottawa. Last 2 starts have been Buckeye Stallion Series, finishing 5th and 4th, with the fastest being 1:59.3.
Our 4-horse, Kevin Detweiler, just 18 years old. One has been hot and one to keep watch of. Driving Flowers Victory. Leander Schwartz does train. This is an Uncle Peter filly of an Angus Hall mare. We've had 2 second places in a row. And we go 3 back to Ottawa. Was a wire-to-wire winner there in 2:04.1. That's currently the lifetime mark. 4 starts, 1 win, as I just mentioned, and 3 second-place finishes. $5,200 on the card for Flowers Victory.
In the 5, Steady Mind, driven by Ken Holliday, trained by Jeff Nysonger and owner Kathy GLLC, is a Volstead filly. 4 starts this year with 1 win, which was the last start at Washington Courthouse, finishing in 2:03.2, and then has a 3rd also at Lebion.
So our 2 horses not made. Okay, we're post-parading very quickly, and not everybody is ready. Horse 2 is just making, there he is. Horse 2 is just making his way onto the track. He is not a scratch. Doug was getting hot and heavy there. He has made his way. Something I want to mention, I think it was Sarah messaged me maybe a couple of fairs ago. I think it was Sarah Boggs. Oh, I apologize if I'm not remembering your name correctly. We were talking about Kevin. He's young. He's actually been over on the Indiana Fair Circuit and just tearing it up over there. 18 years old. He's already, right now he's batting a .42. Out of 247 starts. And Sarah messaged me a couple of fairs ago where Kevin was driving. Please confirm or deny if I'm misremembering this, but she messaged me. And Kevin actually helped pick out, what's the Norway horse? What's his full name? Oh, you know who I'm talking about. Burke's horse. Okay, I need you to follow closer, Sam. I think it's On to Norway. On to Norway. That just set. Oh, Sam, you're letting me down.
I know. I don't know.
All right, my viewers, my listeners are going to know. Kevin helped pick out that horse. Please, Sarah, if you're or anybody who knows can confirm or deny. I got a message that Kevin actually helped pick out that horse, and I think it's On to Norway. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I can't believe. Come on, Sam. I need you to follow the Grand Circuit a little bit closer.
Here.
Yeah, that horse is a phenomenon right now. And Kevin helped pick him out at a sale for his dad, and his dad still owns part of it, I think. So please confirm or deny. Hopefully Sarah's listening, or somebody with connections to Kevin is listening. Oh, Carson's having a hard time pulling him up. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Sarah. She confirmed for me. Confirmed. Sorry to not respond back. When you first originally messaged me, I did see it. Sometimes my brain goes a little scattered, and I just saw Kevin's name on the program for the first time this evening. I was like, oh, I do have a fun fact about Kevin. All right, we'll be slowly making our way behind. I can't even see the starting gate right now. We've got so much obstruction. I haven't seen any horse trailers leave, have you? Unless I have.
I think I saw like 2.
1 or 2. This is one of the largest programs we've had at Sidney for at least a long while. Usually day 1 we have like 8 to 10 races. Of course, we're way past that already.
I think this is the biggest or the longest in 6 years.
At least, yeah. Brought back wagering for the first time in 5 years. There's actually been some pretty decent payoffs. I've been looking here and there. There have been some tries and a couple winners that.
Well, everyone has to try.
What are you saying to me?
But you can't win unless you try.
I do appreciate how much. I don't even know what to say. I was going to say a cuss word. I can't say it. How much crap you give me. Race 14 now from the rail. Ow, tricked ya, L. Coach me to win. Authenticity, Flowers, victory, and steady mind. 4th division, freshman filly trotters. Here we go, up to Doug for the call.
They were up and trotted on the outside. Flowers victory sent right to the front. Coach me to win up the inside. Comes out in second. Taking it tucked third as they race into the turn. Steady mind. Racing next is Authenticity and trailing the field. Tricked you L. Down the backside they go. Top of the field and up on the outside. Steady mind. Doc Holliday's going to want the front end at the quarter. Flowers victory will give way second. Trotting third into the turn. Authenticity. Then it is Coach me to win and trailing the field. Tricked you L by the quarter and 30 and a fifth. Around the turn to the 3/8 they go. On top of the field and showing the way. That's Steady Mind. Flowers victory is next in second. Racing third as they pass the stand for the first time. Authenticity and Coach me to win and Tricked you L in that order. Passing the stands and coming to the half. They're halfway home and on the front end. Doc Holliday with Steady Mind. The 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Olstead leads the way by a length. Right there, second is Flowers victory. Racing third, Authenticity. Fourth is Coach me to win. Tricked you L trails at the half in 1 minute and 4/5. Down the backside that at 5/8 they go. With the lead as they head up the backside. Steady Mind by a length. Flowers victory second. Authenticity third. Coach me to win fourth. Tricked you L continues to trail the field. They're into the far turn. Steady Mind with the lead, but 2 lengths. Racing second. Flowers victory. Authenticity is third. Coach me to win fourth. Tricked you L fifth. 3/4 in 1 at 33 and 3. They circle the turn and come to the top of the stretch. It's Steady Mind the front end. Flowers victory racing second. Authenticity is third. Coach me to win fourth. Tricked you L trails. They're inside the final 16th. Steady Mind coming to the line. It's Steady Mind. Doc Holliday will get his 5th winner on the card here at the Shelby County Fair. Steady Mind home first. Flowers Victory second. Authenticity third. Coach Me to Win fourth. And Trick You Out will finish fifth in 2:03 3/5.
2:03 3/5. And that was all Steady Mind. Jeff Nysonger did not drive his own that time, but it's going to be Jeff's third training win of the evening. And Doc Holliday, that's 5 on the card. (2:03 3). That is not a lifetime mark. Nowhere close, but that's still a nice little mile here. She is a Volstead filly out of Change Your Mind, a Donato Hanover mare owned by Kathy G. and Jonas Hirschberger. Now 5 lifetime starts with 2 wins, and we are now 2 in a row in Ohio. Last start out was a winner at Washington Courthouse.
Do you know which division got the trophy for the fastest time?
Let's take a look. Will you throw him up? Thank you.
For $3,829. Number 5, Steady Mind. Giro Bay Philip of Holstead out of the Donato Hanover mare. Change Your Mind. Kathy G. Lettsville, Ohio. Jonas Hirschberger. Own. Jeff Nysonger trains. Doc Holliday in the sulky. The mile 2:03 3/5. It's race sponsored by the Shelby County Fair. The winner returns $13.40. Consolation try 5 and any 2 numbers $7.60. Exacta 5 all $3.80. Number 1 Trick You Out 5. 2 Coach Me to Win 4. The 3 Authenticity 3. Number 4 Flowers Victory 2. The 5 Steady Mind the winner. 2:03 3/5, 31 and 1, a minute and 4/5, 1:33 and 4. Rechecking 5 4 3 2 1 on the bottom. 15th up next. Number 2 Rose Run Bessie. Make the driver Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger the 2 Rose Run Bessie. Win place exacta trifecta the 15th. Bring 'em on. Hill on heels. Rose Run Bessie. Proxy's photo. Capture the photo and Neighbor Lady come right to the track.
That division was our fastest of our freshman filly trotters, 2:03 3 for Steady Mind. Turning the page, the penultimate. Hope J Wolf is listening. It's the only time we ever use that word. And actually, we all use it because Roger uses it. And Roger was introduced. Somebody when he was working at the Meadows. And I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Regardless, race 15 coming up next, 4th division of 3-year-old filly trotters. A field of 5. You just got a late change. Well, not really a late change, but a recent change. Our 2-horse Rose Run Bessie, now driven by Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger to drive the 2 in race 15. Got just 15 and 16 to bring you. Join us back here in just a moment. We're going to thank our sponsors.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people, CoverLink Insurance.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Race 15 of 16 coming up next. Fourth and final division of sophomore filly trotters. $3,562. 2 out, looking for 3 more. Jeff Neisonger to drive the 2, Rose Run Bessie. It's been a beautiful evening so far. It's cooled off a little bit. When we first sat down, I said it was in the low 80s. It did not feel like that at all. Usually I am the first one to feel the heat, but it's been nice. The cover's been nice. We've got water back on the track. I am cold-blooded. I'm cold all the time. Cold-hearted, if you will. If you ask a few people, that's probably what they'd say. I actually don't even see 2 horses. 1, 2. There we go. There's 2. Looking for a full field of 5 here. This is going to be our last fair stake. Our 16th and final is the free-for-all trot. Coming up next. Very short field for the free-for-all trot. Just 3 horses going to go behind the gate in race 16.
Winning on the 1, Hill on Heels in the 5. Neighbor Lady, 1 and 5. The track, 1 and 5.
Yeah.
4 out, need 1.
Sam did get a message a little bit ago, didn't you, Sam? That we were talking about vaulting. Hopefully some people have stayed on to know what we were talking about. In the first turn here, we had a little herd of horses, and I saw going around in circles, and I assumed, I connected the dots. There used to be a circus that hangs out over there. So I connected dots and said, what's the combination between circus and horses? And assumed it was equestrian vaulting, and Sam did get a message that I am correct. They're having vaulting over there in the first turn this year.
Yep, Sunday from 4 p.m. to 6
Oh,
p.m.
there's certain
and then
times.
Monday through Friday is 5:30 to
Oh,
7:30 p.m.
gotcha.
And Saturday is 5:30 p.m.
And these are the horses. Number 1 is Hill on Heels. Mickey Holiday drives. Number 2, Rose Run Bessie. The driver, Jeff Neisonger. The 3, Proxy's Photo. The driver, Kevin Detweiler. Number 4, Capture the Photo with Alex Hawk. And number 5, Neighbor Lady, Jason Beatty in her sulky. Horses take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place exact, a trifecta wagering. They'll be to the gate in 4 minutes. Don't be shut out.
All right, penultimate 15th race on the rail. Mickey Holiday for Kenny Hurst. Hill on Heels. This is a What the Hill filly out of Pole Dancer, a Majestic Sun mare. Still looking for the first lifetime win. 9 seasonal starts this year with 2 third-place finishes. Last go out at Washington Courthouse was that third-place finish in 2:05 and 3. $16,000 made lifetime for Hill on Hills, but just $2,400 this year.
And 2, Rose Run Bessie, driven by Jeff Neisonger for trainer Deborah Swartz, is a creatine filly with 4 starts this year and 1/3. That third being at Scioto Downs, the non-winners of 1, and 158 and 1.
Proxy's Photo leaving from the 3rd post position. Kevin Detweiler gets a drive for trainer and owner Joseph Wagler. This is a Long Tom filly out of PJ's Photo and SJ's Photo mare, looking to go back-to-back here in Ohio. Was a winner last go out on July 20th at Lebanon. Won by just a neck in 2:04 and 2. 15 seasonal starts for Proxy's Photo with 2 wins and 4 third-place finishes. Quite an improvement from the freshman season. Had just 4 starts last year. Must have been shut down pretty early, but has already made $13,000 in 2026.
In the 4, Capture the Photo, driven by Alex Hawk for trainer and owner Philip Groves out of here in Sidney, Ohio. Has 13 starts this year with 3 wins, 4 seconds, and 2 thirds, making lifetime $61,000 and a lifetime mark of 156-4 from Miami Valley. Had a win there at Washington Courthouse in 201-2.
Neighbor Lady leaving from the far outside. Jason Beatty to get the drive for Brian Georges. This is an in-range filly out of a Cantab Hall mare, Lady Bella. Owned out of Sidney, Ohio, so right here by Myron Keister. 12 seasonal starts, still looking for the first win of the year, but made about $6,100. She was a nice filly last year. She made $3,500 as a freshman with 7 wins and 17 starts in 2025. Fortunately, her last go at Washington Courthouse, she did make a break out of the gate and finished 7th at distance. But time before that at Lebanon, she tried to cut the mile. Unfortunately, just got nipped by half a length and ended up second behind Passing with a Sigh, who we saw earlier in the card. She was second, though. Neighbor Lady was in 2:04-1.
They're off and trotting. Capture the Photo, set right to the front for Alex Hawk. Coming out in second, Heel on Wheels. As they race around the turn, racing on the outside. Proxy's Photo is third on the inside. Rose Run Bessie's fourth and trailing the field. Neighbor Lady as they head up the backside. On top with the lead, Capture the Photo. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, Uncle Peter, mind to make it 2 in a row as they race by the opening quarter. Heel on Heels is second. Proxy's Photo is next as they race around the turn. Then comes Neighbor Lady and trailing the field, Rose Run Bessie. 31 3/5 as they race around the turn to the 3/8 mark with the lead. Capture the Photo has the lead as they come to the top of the stretch for the first time. Hill on Wheels racing second. Racing third, Proxy's Photo. Racing fourth, Neighbor Lady and Rose Run Bessie trails the field as they pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the half. Showing away, Capture the Photo. Alex Hawk have them by 2. Hill on Wheels second. Third, Proxy's Photo. Neighbor Lady fourth. Rose Run Bessie trails halfway home, 101 4/5. They trot to the 5/8. And with the lead, Capture the Photo has the lead and will guide him to the backside. Opens up but 2.5. Heel on Wheels second, trotting third. Proxy's Photo racing fourth. Neighbor Lady and way back. Rose Run Bessie trails the field. At the 3/4, they're into the far turn. Capture the Photo with each and every stride. Opens up now but 5. Make it 6. Round the far turn. At the 3/4 in 1:34-1. Capture the Photo has the lead. Up on the outside, closing in on the leader. Here comes Proxy's Photo. The lead is diminishing for Capture the Photo. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Capture the Photo with the lead. Racing on the outside as they trot through the lane. It's Proxy's Photo, but almost there. Capture the Photo will reach the line in time. Capture the Photo, Alex Hawk. Second to 3, Proxy's Photo. Third to 1, Hill on Heels. 2:04 1/5.
Capture the Photo. Alex Hawk gets it done for Phil Groves. 2:04 1/5. That is going to be the 4th seasonal at least, because we have a line to be announced from Tiffin a couple days ago. So I unfortunately don't know how she finished there. But in the 14 races that I have lines for, she's got at least 4 wins. Now that I said earlier I didn't know if anybody trained year-round here, and I was incorrect, because once I started looking at the program, there are plenty of people based in Sidney. We said Dave Meyer trains, I think it was five head out of here, and Phil Groves probably trains out of here as well. Question mark? Hopefully this is a hometown win for him. Alex Hawk, though, that's going to be his first driving victory of the night, as well as for our trainer.
Got a large group going out to the winner's
We do.
circle.
So it's, yeah, this has got to be hometown fair then. Capture the Photo is an Uncle Peter filly out of Broadway. Photo A Broadway Hall mare. She made $27,000 last year and is just still on the up and up. We know how hard it can be to bring back a 3-year-old too.
$3,562. Number 4, Capture the Photo. The 3-year-old bay filly by Uncle Peter out of the Broadway Hall mare, Broadway Photo. Philip Grove, Sidney, Ohio owns and trains. Alex Hawk drives the winner. 4th of the season for Capture the Photo. The mile, 2:04 1/5. Like it by Shelby County Fair.
Why don't you take us out?
Results are official. Number 1, Hill on Heels 3. The 2, Rose Run Bessie 5. Number 3, Proxy's Photo 2. For Capture the Photo, the winner. The 5, Neighbor Lady 4. Winning time 2:04 1, 31 3, 1:01 4, 1:34 1. Top down 3:52, 1:4 on the bottom. 16th and final, field of 3. Windows are open for wagering on the 16th. Bring them on. We got 1 out. We got 1 out, looking for 2 more. 1 need 2, 1 need 2. Bring them on.
We are official for the 15th. Our winner, Capture the Photo, 2:04 1. Turning the page, race 16th, the 16th and final. Just 3 horses we're looking for. It's a free-for-all trot going for $1,300, and I'm sure we're going to roll pretty quick. So let's go to commercial. We'll be right back to tell you about the finale. Sweet Lord, they are rolling.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Driven by Carson Conrad. Number 3, Mr. Steele, Charles Bolin in the sulky. Horse to take 1, score, and go to the gate.
Are we on? Yes. We hopped on a little late there. There was our 3-horse post parade for the 16th and final, the free-for-all trot, $1,300. We do have a change, Carson Conrad now on the 2, Moonface Boy. But from the rail, we've got Jason Beatty for Roger Hughes Jr., Sultan of Cash. This is an 11-year-old gelding by Cash Hall. Hughes also does own out of Jamestown, Ohio. 6 seasonal starts with a single win, and that came some time back on January 15th at Miami Valley, and the non-winners of 2,000 in the last 4. Recently, though, actually, we've taken quite a bit of time off. Our last start was at Miami Valley on April 29th, so he's had a couple months off, and now he's just back on his game. He's made over $300,000 in his lifetime. Took a mark a handful of years ago at 7 years old at Miami Valley in 54-3.
And the 2, Moonface Boy, driven by Carson Conrad for trainer Louise Joyce, is a New Balance 4-year-old. Has 22 starts this year with 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds, making just over $20,000. Had a win at Norfield and non-winners of 2, making its lifetime mark of 159-4.
Roger Hughes Jr. also trains the 3 Mr. Steel, Chucky Bolin, now in the bike. This is a Long Tom 7-year-old gelding. 22 seasonal starts with 1 win, 3 seconds, and 2 third place finishes. $14,000 on the year. He's been knocking on the door of that win recently at the county fair level. Raced in the Open at Circleville, was second there in 2:02 and 4. And his last 2 starts have been in the Signature Series, both at Wilmington and Washington Courthouse. He was third. Time exactly the same miles at both tracks was 2 minutes and 4/5. Lifetime $137,000 made for Mr. Steele. Also took a lifetime mark at Miami Valley at 4 in 1:56 and 1. Beautiful sunset as our horses are gathering. Starting gates back there somewhere. Thanks for joining us all evening long. It's been myself, Ashley Daly, Sam Mayhew, and Chris. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have. There's been a lot of racing across Ohio, but thankfully tomorrow, well, maybe, but for me, I guess, thankfully, there's only one fair. We're going to be right back here at Sidney to wrap it all up. Our Colts go tomorrow. It's going to be boys' night tomorrow at 5 p.m. post. So join myself, Chris, and Jeremy Moore. But before then, here's our 16th and final, the free-for-all trot.
Here they come. They were up and trotting, going right out to the front. Mr. Steele, Sultan of Cash is second, and Moonface Boy takes a tuck third as they race into the opening turn and trot on over to the opening 8th. Charles Bullen, Mr. Steele, 7-year-old Big Auto son of Long Tom, leads the way. Winner of over $137,000 lifetime. Sultan of Cash, Jason Beatty. He's earned $331,000 in his career. He sits the pocket second. And Moonface Boy, a winner of $42,000 lifetime. And Carson Conrad, trail the field third as they trot by the opening quarter. Opening quarter were trotted in 32 3/5. They circle the turn, and on top, Mr. Steele by a length. Sultan of Cash second. Moonface Boy trotting third as they come into the lane first time and trot on over to the halfway point. Still Mr. Steele and Charles Bolin. No movement as yet. Sultan of Cash second. Moonface Boy is third. They're halfway home. Still Mr. Steele has the lead. Sultan of Cash second. Moonface Boy third. They're halfway home. And Mr. Steele has them at that mark in 104 1/5. On to the 5/8 they trot. Mr. Steele the leader. Sultan of Cash is second. Moonface Boy racing third. Off the turn and on to the backside they trot. 3/8 of a mile out. Mr. Steele by 2 and opening up. Sultan of Cash second. Moonface Boy third. Cross the backside, nearing the 3/4. It's still Mr. Steele. Charles Bolin make it 4 lengths into the turn. Sultan of Cash second. Moonface Boy is third. Trotting 3/4. They're into the turn. 3/4, 136 and 1. And with each and every stride, he's making it look easy. He leads it by 6. Make it 7. Mr. Steele. Sultan of Cash is second. Third, Moonface Boy. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Mr. Steele, Charles Bolin, Sultan of Cash, Jason Beatty, Moonface Boy, and Carson Conrad coming to the line. Mr. Steele, Charles Bolin. It's Mr. Steele, Sultan of Cash second. 205 3/5.
205 3/5, and that was Mr. Steele, Chucky Bolin, with the winning drive for Roger Hughes Jr., but his trainee also goes for second, Sultan of Cash. So Roger Hughes goes 1-2 in that race, and here is our horse. Last horse coming across the finish line. Unfortunately had a few braking issues there, but 3-1-2 across the wire for the 16th and final. Mr. Steele, 23 seasonal starts with now 2 wins. Has an extra $700 onto his race card. Is it Paul's birthday? No, is it Paul? Was that Paul that answered? I think it was Paul.
What?
Is he PJ here? I'm assuming that's why he's here. Let me look at the hoops. You're right. I know, that's what, okay, so we just heard. So I'm going to assume presiding judge, but Paul Combs, it is his birthday. So although we're late, we're at the 16th and final. Happy birthday,
Back
Paul.
to the winner's circle. Your winner of the 16th free-for-all trot. Leonard Baker Memorial, number 3, Mr. Steele. Roger Hughes Jr., Jamestown, Ohio, owns and trains 7-year-old bay, got a son of a long time out of SJ's Caviar Mare. Caviar Call Girl. 17th career win, Charles Bolin drives. Home winner, 205 3/5. Like it by the Shelby County Fair, and it is official. Number 1, Sultan of Cash, 2. 2 Moonface Boy, 3. The 3, Mr. Steele, the winner. 2-3, 1 on the bottom, 205 3/5. 32 and 3, 104 and 1, 136 and 1. Well, that wraps it up for tonight's racing program. Post time tomorrow evening at 5. Post time at 5.
Doug steals my thunder there. Post time at 5. We mentioned it all afternoon. Thanks for joining us for 16. Remember, we've got 16 more tomorrow for all of OHHA. I'm Ashley Daly. I had Sam Mayhew and Chris Santa Caterina. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.